Ready up for Cyber Lunch.
To start getting
should
hyped.
start recording a while ago.
I don't know.
Hey,
Well,
everybody.
maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the lunch table and belly up. I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with the nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests on our favorite music, movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today.
Wonderful.
Cheers.
Cheers. Grab this coffee and cheers.
Skull Vikings.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that just to make Justin mad. Hey man,
What?
if I gotta sit down
We'll
here
see
and look
who's
at all
It's
better.
a
your
type of game. I'll give it to him. It
yeah.
is a type of game.
What's the type
Well,
of
football.
yeah, it's a type of game.
Game? Oh, you just opened
And
up a whole
I'm-
Pandora's box. If
I'm
you're opening
sitting
up
here.
sports.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to
five,
my
six.
house. Well,
There's
my
at
landlord's house
least
that I give
10
him basically a mortgage
Packers
for every
crap
month.
staring me in the face, so I'm gonna say
this
Skull
is
Vikings.
this is our recording studio until you start. See, Daryl contributed, and here it is. This lovely painting,
Yes, there is-
sketching of a goose.
Well, it was their wedding gift because I had to go all out.
I believe my wife said thank you too. I don't know if I told you that.
No, I apologize. I'll make it up to you guys. Just like here's
it is, man.
Here's a painting of your least favorite
No, it's
animal.
not a painting. It's a pencil drawing. I can't see it.
Is it pencil or is it
That's
SketchUp?
watercolor.
It's not watercolor.
Yes,
There's
it
no
is.
color in it.
Yeah, there is. The water's blue. I can see it.
See, you need your glasses.
It's dyed. It's not watercolor.
Speaking of glasses, we're gonna talk about PlayStation VR. I ended up
love it.
I ended up picking up one at Walmart for $179, and I thought it was a great entry level way to just jump in and kind of dip my toe in the water to that digital realm. But first, I wanted to ask you guys, what are you guys playing?
I really have. Well, me and Jake played the Predator DLC for Ghost Recon
yeah.
Wildlands.
Well, we tried to. It's pretty hard.
Well, we played it.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Did the
We just didn't
servers
beat
work?
it.
Were they fine?
I've never had a server problem.
Not with
them.
Ghost Recon. I haven't. I've been playing a lot of the Division too.
You're back on the Division
Yeah, that
train?
huge update just came out. And
Really?
Tom
It
Clancy
changed the
fanboy
game.
over here.
No, man, it just.
You read all the books, too?
No, but I've liked the Division
I love
since it
the
came
Sum
out.
of All Fears.
Dude, that is a good book.
I know,
mean, I've
I
never
know,
read
I'm
it 'cause
sorry.
it's 1,200 pages, but I've read parts and it's good.
I've liked the Division since it came out. I've had it to the whole time.
I have, and I just felt bad because I paid $60 for it retail, and then all of a sudden I look a year later and it's like $10 in a bargain bin.
It's not.
Well,
it's $1.50.
That was like Jake with me and Destiny.
Yeah, like if you want to trade in Destiny 2 right now, you'd get maybe $17.
You shouldn't get any money for it. It's freaking garbage.
Oh,
So that's your
I like
least.
hearing that.
That's your least most disappointing game of last year. I would
No,
say
no.
that you're slightly more disappointed with Cuphead that you can't make it
No,
through.
no, I'm not disappointed with Cuphead at all.
Cuphead's not a
It's just hard.
disappointment,
I just
it's
don't.
a-
You know, Mass Effect
I'm
Andromeda
not
was.
mad.
Andromeda was by far my.
I'm just Cuphead. That's really geeky. Wow.
Andromeda was my most disappointing game last year. I expected way more out of that. Destiny, I was like, oh fuck, here we go. Let's see what Bungie and Activision do this time. But so I can't really say I'm surprised.
You
but
know, I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts, and they're all saying that it's on their top 10. At least
Destiny is?
At least for visuals.
they're all full of
Well,
shit.
there weren't that many games that came out last year.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
10?
you and I had a good time playing the campaign. It wasn't all bad.
No, it's not all bad, but well, that's why I'm saying it's not my most disappointing because I did have fun. I mean, I put like 800 hours in that.
What's more
stinking
disappointing, Star Wars or
game. Don't even get me
Destiny?
started on that again. I'll have a stroke.
Star Wars,
You already
Alien,
did.
Destiny.
Alien, I knew that was going to be garbage, but
Yeah,
not
I don't
that
know
bad.
if they've heard, but he walked out of that, and I was
Yeah,
kind of pissed. I turned to Daryl, I'm like, "What the? I knew it.
Knew what? It was the only time I've ever walked out of a movie.
Can I
I knew you were like,
Well, the second time, but not with you guys.
So I had a dream, 2 consecutive dreams. The first dream is that I was in a theater with you guys, and I was watching The Last Jedi, and all of a sudden...
that sounds like a nightmare.
No. All of a sudden, there was like this really sweet scene with this lightsaber battle, and I'm like, I don't
So you
remember
knew it was a
this.
dream then.
Okay, here's the other one. So I'm standing in a hotel lobby, and apparently I'm a bellhop, and I'm like kind of minding my own business. It's empty, and all of a sudden I look, and there's Mark Hamill in a camouflage jacket, just
that sounds
standing
like
there.
his style.
And he walks by, and I just kind of nod at him. He nods at me, and he stops. And he turns around, and he's like, "You want a picture with me, don't you?"
That sounds like
And
something to say too.
Yeah, I just nodded. He got his phone out, and he was like,
So, can we stop talking about Star Wars now? Seriously.
We were.
I just had to share that funny.
I know, but I
deal.
just
It's like, I don't know.
It's giving me a headache.
You're the one who talked about it for like 2 hours last week.
Well, I mean,
I asked you guys what you've been playing lately.
Right.
This is what we got to.
Well,
Dream
Ghost Recon.
sequences.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, yeah, we played it. Ghost Recon's pretty sweet. It has that nostalgic feel. Like
I haven't
Jake's
even
like
touched it.
was telling me, he's like, "You're ready for the music," and I was like, "What?" And then as you kind of approach where there's like one of those areas he's in, you're like, he's got to just kind of search him out, and you start hearing that boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
rhythm drums that they play like in the movie.
it's good. It has a couple lines
And
from
I'm
the
like,
movie
oh,
too.
yep,
Does it have Marlon Brando?
no,
That'd be tight.
no, that's
What if they had
that's
that
Godfather.
Apocalypse Now DLC? Is that a different era? See,
Just hunt a man in the jungle. That's basically what Ghost Recon is.
I find that Ghost Recon is very repetitive. I've noticed that. But if
Drink-
you're with,
well, yeah.
if you're playing,
Drink every time we say Ghost Recon this episode.
Good night.
What else? Division. What else have I played? Bastion. I played quite a bit of that.
Okay. So
I'm still playing
still on
Battlefront,
that.
man. I've been digging on like their weekly challenges and trying to.
If you're gonna get rid of it, now is the time, honestly.
Battlefront?
Because they'll give you $36.
I'm not
going
gonna get rid of it. I
No,
like
I'm just
it.
saying.
I have no problem with the way they do the cards.
If you're
Well,
trying
you
to-
came in late on it though. You were not there for launch disaster.
I got it like a week or two after it came out.
And, well, they already had patched
Well,
some of
yeah.
the problems by then.
Well, if you
Well, a game of early or the first release is never these days is never the final product that you get.
oh no, there's updates.
I mean, start up PUBG. Jeez, talk about an unfinished game. Granted,
It's
it's
very
free, but-
rough. Okay, that's the way they get away with it, though. They still charge half the price of a premium AAA title.
Okay, once again,
I'm just
we
saying.
won't. I won't make Jake talk about Star Wars. I guess.
Yeah, I haven't. I've been watching more things than I've been gaming
Okay.
lately. I've been doing a lot of Netflix. I watched
Netflix
Ash,
has been killing it.
Ash vs. Evil Dead, the second season. I watched all the Chappelle stand-up. I watched
I watched
some
that too.
documentaries.
Yeah, they got some good documentaries.
I watched Batman vs. Superman again.
There's a show on there I heard called The End of the Fucking World.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Oh,
It's-
with
It's
Frodo
Oh, really?
at the end of the world or something
no,
like that.
no.
No, it's a new Netflix
It's
series.
about some kid that's like kills
Gonna-
animals and
It's,
he's
yeah,
Oh,
it's
that
like a
wants
kid
to
who's like
kill-
a budding serial killer and like a girl who's, I don't know, maybe she's like suicidal or something, and
Sounds like
they
a
end up like going on a
uplifting
road.
show.
But it's getting really good reviews from people I trust. And I was
Sounds
like,
like it should be playing at the Lagoon.
you can watch it all in like 3 hours. I don't know, maybe watch it with your girlfriend
If I had Netflix.
if she's into serial killers and stuff.
Well, obviously, because she's dating me.
She's into something.
Oh man.
Thanks, guys. You make me feel real special. Personally, I've been hearing, okay, spoilers for Super Mario Odyssey if you haven't played it yet, but I've been hearing about this level after you beat the game, so I kind of been going back to it inadvertently, and I got the level today. Just today, this morning, I finally made it there. And it's like Dark Souls hard. And I guess that's not even like the hardest part of the hardest part. And I'm just like, really? It really challenges you.
I haven't.
I wish I could. I should just say, because most people don't really care about Super Mario Odyssey spoilers, but I don't want to piss people off either. Yeah, and PlayStation VR.
Yeah, we don't want to decline in listenership.
That's
Daryl.
something I did play this week. I stopped over and gave. How many hours did I spend in that time?
At
I know I
least
was playing
four-
Farpoint
At
for
least
like an hour and a half.
three
It was fun.
straight.
I was actually. I still thought about that for like a couple days. I was like, man, $179. That's not bad. But then I was like, oh fuck, that's right. I got to buy.
Oh,
a
we're talking about the
PlayStation
VR
too.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just kind of.
just because we played it. But I had fun, man. I don't think there was one game that I didn't like, and it's only because it made me violently really sick.
That was Doom for me. Daryl did a very good job of my guiding through my first
Yeah, he did
VR
the same thing with me
experience.
too. But I had no problem with Doom. It was Eve Valkyrie that got me sick.
Well, I think it's just because like everything I had played up until then was kind of more like, I don't want to say like on the rails shooter kind of, but it didn't require as much thinking and use of the controller. Mm-hmm. And when I got into Doom, I'm like, oh man, I gotta shoot dudes. I gotta hop around. I gotta.
It was a lot to take in.
The
Yeah.
thing is that I felt bad about after the fact is there's a beginning part where you can kind of get walked through how to use some of the mechanics and get used to
Oh
them.
yeah, because I just hopped in your game like
You
near
just
the
went
end.
right
That's
for it.
right.
But
That's right.
So yeah, I kind of felt bad. I was like, all right, Jake.
You should feel bad.
I do.
I got sick. No, I didn't get sick. It just.
You're just like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I just
okay.
like took it off and I'm like, I'm done.
Did you find this like
Dizzy.
even a game when I wasn't getting sick and I was looking around and we were doing stuff? If I backed up really fast, like if I was backing away from an enemy, that's when my head started to spin. Like
I
when
don't know what triggered it in me.
I don't know. It was in it was in Resident Evil. Had like 2 parts where
Yeah, I
I
didn't try
backed
that
away
one.
from something. You should got to because it was awesome. But I backed away real quick and my eyes it felt swimmy. And then Eve Valkyrie, everything was great. It looked awesome when you were sitting in the hangar
I wish I
and
would have
stuff.
tried that one.
Dude, I flew out on the training mission and did my first turn with a roll, and I'm like, nope. I took him right off. I was just like, nope, that ain't gonna happen.
And he like struggled for a bit. He's like,
I was like, get
'cause
him
you
off,
got
get
the
him off.
headphones on. I'm just like, close your eyes, take a breath.
Yeah, I was
There's a
like,
button
get me
in the
out of this.
back.
Yeah,
It's like pulling somebody out of.
He
like,
lifted it up and he's just like, whoa,
yeah, I didn't like that at all.
whoa.
Everything else though was fun. I liked Bound. I got up real close to the lady.
one
and
was that one?
That was the ballerina chick
The one
that
that
was running
freaked
around.
you out.
Oh yeah, that one is creepy to me, man.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
creepy, but it was cool. I got up right close to her and was like looking
You
at
want
the
to kind of
details and
describe it
stuff.
for our audience? Bound.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe. You just it's in a fantasy world. That's all boxes and stuff. I guess is what you'd
geometric
say.
shapes.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you're a
it's
chick
kinda-
that's like not ballet, but like a gymnast kind of.
Yeah.
She walks like a
ballerina
gymnast,
She kind of has that.
and you
tippy
just are
toes.
following around this world and kind of climbing around stuff. It's not much to it, but it's cool.
The camera's quite unique because you just kind of follow from
That's
like
what
a
threw
weird
me off.
ICO perspective.
Yeah.
If you ever played
Yep,
that game.
that's
or is
exactly
it Eco?
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody will tell us.
Oh yeah.
Eric or Austin.
Thumper was okay. It was hard. I was getting pissed, so I quit that. And then what's the
I
Tetris
love
game?
Thumper. Thumper was great, man.
Super Hypercube.
I like that game.
I
wish
like
it was
that
longer.
one. Yeah, kind of like a Tetris. It
Yeah,
reminded
I
me
like
of
that.
what was that? What was that Connect game where you like made the shapes and you had to get a hole?
That
in
was
the
like
wall?
that TV show
Yeah,
too.
I
They
think
had
that's
that.
what it
yeah.
was. Yeah.
What else did we play? We played Resident Evil was cool because I walked back through the house. That was kind of cool, but it was creepy. It still made me jump. I was jumping, and I had played through.
I
that
would just
game
like to
7
explore.
times.
I feel like with me and VR, I like to explore more. I'm not really like into like VR gaming yet. I'm not ready to make that leap. I think that's where I get sick.
Yeah, I've just been kind of
Old.
taking it slow, I guess. Because now that I have it, I could go into it whenever I want, but I'm choosing to kind of like selectively do it, like probably on the weekends or.
Train your body.
Exactly. Because if I'm in it all the time, that's not good.
We should like
That's-
go to your house and like film like a VR montage of you like training and stuff.
That's one thing I did notice is like you have to take a break from that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I took it off after
Yeah.
playing Farpoint, and it was like, whoa! It took a while for my
Well,
eyes
and you
to
can
refocus and
play a
stuff.
game for like 8 hours straight.
Dude, I can play a game for days if I had to, but I can't do that.
Is that
anymore.
a challenge?
Yeah. I don't know. It was fun though. The majority of them I had fun. What was the Rick and Morty guys? What was that one?
Accounting plus.
That was good.
That was weird, but it was
Like,
fun.
yeah,
I like
pros,
that kind of
pros.
stuff.
Dude, in the first
Gross.
office that you're at with all the file cabinets stacked above you, they like keep going up. If you
Yeah.
look up, you're like,
Yeah.
wow. But you know what wigged me out is when I was sitting there in this and I was like getting into it and I was kind of talking to Daryl, be like, oh, wow, that's, kind of like that. But he wasn't saying it too much. He's just letting me experience it.
Yeah,
But
he
then all of
did
a
that
sudden
with me
he'd
too.
say something and he was like, he's right there,
Yeah,
but you're just like, it scrambles your brain up a little bit. But by far, I had the most fun with Farpoint. I was looking at the gun real close.
That
and,
was
like,
really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
that was one that came with the light gun.
Yes.
Yeah, that
I
was
like
cool.
that one too. I could do that more than I could Doom. I felt like that one.
That must be why they have the, you know how when you're turning, you have to click to turn.
Well, and
your
you said you
character.
get something. You can buy a accessory for that, Daryl. Is there some accessory?
Yeah,
missing?
I think Farpoint comes with the PS. I think it's the AIM. It's called. I may be wrong. I'm looking it up right now, actually. But Farpoint comes with it for $80, and it's a separate peripheral. But I feel like it really adds a lot to your games.
I thought you said there's like twin sticks or something.
Oh
though,
yeah,
too.
two motion controllers. Those are the wands, I guess you want to
What
call
were we
them.
gonna use those for?
Accounting Plus, so you can grab stuff better.
Oh, that's right, because I had to like do that.
I think part of the problem too is how close we were sitting to the television. I think if we were back farther, I think it would have worked. Because a lot of time, Farpoint, the gun was coming into me.
I know. I was just dealing with my small
Yeah,
space. I mean,
it is what it is.
I only sit 3 feet from the TV.
I'm very interested to see that Star Wars one though. Someday, if you ever get that, I'm gonna play it.
I
might-
saw I don't know how far along it is, but I saw something for Ghostbusters VR the other day in one of my Ghostbusters fan pages.
I watched a review on it. It was
Is it bad? Oh,
Some of them are just like,
well, I think this one's in development though.
oh, well, some of like the lower end ones are indie. They're kind of just phoned in. I don't
they're
know.
tech demos.
Yeah,
That's
they're
all
kind
they
of. I mean, some of them I'm sure are good, but
I mean, it's
mean-
good for a hop in and hop out.
yeah. nothing for like a true immersive experience.
I'll tell you what though, I was impressed because I played the last time I played VR was in early Oculus back when it was first starting, and there was a lot of tearing going on in the screen when you're looking around and stuff. And everybody's complaining about like the screen door effect and stuff like that. I didn't
What's
have
that?
Where it looks like you're looking through a screen door.
Oh,
just has
you're actually looking at
separation.
a screen instead of. Yeah.
But I didn't have my glasses, so I really didn't have that problem. I thought it really impressed me. I was like, man, this is kind of fun. But
Yeah,
I
I
can
agree.
see where it'd be a problem.
But the thing was, I wasn't going to jump in feet first for a $600 price range.
No, $179 is way worth it though.
Well, if you already have a PS4.
Yeah, that's a good deal. Except that the motion controls are expensive though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's all
Move
your-
controllers are $50 a piece, and now we have a PS.
A piece?
Yes.
Oh.
That's why I don't own them yet.
Yeah.
There's a PSX event coming up. I don't know, in a week or two. I think I've heard rumor.
No, that was already happened.
Did that happen already?
Yeah, PSX at the end of the year. We got E3 coming, but
That's right.
there was a Nintendo Direct the other day where they said nothing. But
Oh, they said some pretty cool stuff. Don't get me started on that. But I was hoping. I guess I hadn't kept my ear to the ground that tight. But I wanted new Move controllers because I didn't really want to throw $50 a piece to these Move controllers for a select few games. I mean, what would I play with it? Accounting Plus. What else?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah, no,
but
it's
there
not
is
worth it
there's
for
what
them.
150 titles they said coming out this year for VR.
Yeah, I know, but I'm very choosy with what titles I'm gonna be.
I know, but
spending
at least
money
they're
on.
supporting it.
No,
Like
I
it's
know.
not just going away. So
Well, they're gonna have a PSVR too. And
Oh, yeah,
it's gonna
for
be
sure.
fully wireless, but it's gonna be a little bit heavier, I think, because there's gonna be something else attached to that headset.
the Vive, they have a wireless version now coming out to market, and people said that's where it's at because you're completely untethered and you can just walk around the room.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I tried to stand and play Farpoint. Did not care for it. If I was in, I just couldn't do it. Like if I had a whole room, I would hurt myself.
Yeah, I when I was playing Bound,
I just would.
I was standing at first and I looked down and I was like, whoa! It
Yeah, I
just
don't
like made
think
my
I
head
stood up
spin. Yeah,
once.
it's just weird.
Yeah.
It was cool though on Farpoint when you could see your arms, like it would like make your arms
Yeah.
in there. That helped. But like in Resident Evil 2, you could kind of see your arms. But the other ones were when you have to try to judge the distance of stuff to grab stuff, but you can't physically see what you're doing. I think that's where the Move controllers come in. But it was fun though, man. I had a lot of fun. I was jealous. I was like, man, I wasn't
It's
expecting
cool.
much.
They've
I was
definitely
yeah,
made
what
improvements. Last time I played VR was at Smash at Mall of America, and it was early Oculus stuff. We'll shoot alien shooters and zombie shooters.
I'm
and-
sure. They're just generic games. For the
Yeah,
most part.
I mean, granted, that was like 2-3 years ago, but that was early stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything that was licensed or really developed beyond any.
I was telling him too when we were playing Accounting Plus or whatever. It's like, dude, this is where VR's at, where you can just go into a world and just look around. Or
Yeah.
you could do a haunted house in there. Or you could do, some kind of tour
that's-
through a building or something.
That,
It's
yeah,
like-
that's what I like. I mean, I
That's-
don't even really need to game. I just want an immersive experience and be able
That's
to
the
interact.
huge sellers, haunted house shit. Mm-hmm. Scary games. That's what that thing is made for, because everything's like right up in your face.
that was one part about Resident Evil I didn't like. Like they get
Oh,
in
I
your
suppose,
face, but they
especially,
get
like, the girlfriend
right
and
in
stuff,
your face.
and-
Like, but it's
yeah.
like the knife. I mean, it was cool, but then it was like so close.
And you
But
get-
I spent
you
most
get
of the time just
effed up in
looking
that
around the
game.
house. Yeah, I was just looking around the house, like, oh shit, you can look outside, like look around the
And
curtains.
that house is
and
like a whole character in
Yeah.
itself in that game.
when I walked through the kitchen, I was looking through all the rotted food and the pots and pans and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
That was
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, this is cool, man. I would love to play through that whole game like that, but I think when it gets more combat heavy towards the end of the game, it'd be kind of tough. But
Yeah.
other than that, it was great.
It's kind of funny because in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard,
yeah.
you can only in VR mode you only see your hands, or like your hands and just a little bit of your forearms.
Okay.
Chopped off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you're defending yourself against Mia right at the very beginning. It's just like two hands that are like.
It's like big foreshadowing. Yeah.
I have to say though, I was impressed how they made that game into a 3D space. Like,
Yeah, because
when you're
that's
sitting
not
with
a
the family at
it's a
the
pretty
table,
complicated game.
it looked good. And like I said, I played through that a bunch of times. I knew what was coming. It still made me jump. When she jumps out of that room, when you're trying to get upstairs,
Mia's
still
the
got me. I'm
creepiest
like,
in
God
that.
dang it, man. Yeah.
It's so loud too.
But it was fun.
I'm sorry I never put you in, and I thought that.
I didn't want to go in it. Once I hit that
Once you
plateau
hit
in Doom, I
Doom.
was just like,
Yeah, but it's not like Doom because it's not frenetic. It's not like you're not like looking everywhere around and jumping around and stuff. You're just
And that's the thing. I think. I mean, it's not. do they have the same amount of enemies in Doom VR? Because it doesn't seem as nearly as intense.
No, it's not even close.
Okay.
No, but
Well, I had it on baby mode, I think, too.
Oh, thank God.
For both of you.
for me in Doom, I didn't get sick from it, but I got a headache. Like it was like when I
think that's
really
what
watch
it
a 3D
was
movie.
more of like a neurological thing. Yeah.
It's because you're trying to. I keep forgetting that you can look all around and stuff, and when you start adding that in, then I start getting swimmy and stuff. Oh, we were doing Resident Evil, and I put it on smooth mode where I would walk, and it was just like regular sticks. It wasn't the click,
okay.
click, click. You know, at the
Yeah, I
degrees.
don't like that.
But I turned it off and went to the smooth thing, and I was like, nope, because as soon as that stick is taking the place of you swinging your head around. So if you're swinging your head around and you're swinging that stick around, my head just,
Oh, okay.
man, it got bad. So I had to turn that right back off. So, but other than that, I thought it was fun. That PlayStation gun in peripheral was awesome. Yeah, that was cool.
That thing was sweet.
I liked
worked
it.
well.
It was comfy to use. Like I said, Farpoint though, it was like your Starship Troopers, man.
Yeah,
was
that
cool.
was really fun. It was tough.
I just found
It was very hard. I got to
Yeah.
the first boss and I couldn't
I didn't get to the first boss.
beat it.
pair of move controllers used for $50.
How many times did that smack somebody in the head with those?
Exactly.
I just go to
Thrown
eBay,
across the
man.
room.
That's what it's on. It's on
okay.
eBay. But like I said before, I was hoping for new ones that would work with the old, like a new controller.
I'm sure they'll come out with ones that are more like the Vive has the like actual hands. It feels like it's you're like doing this kind of thing with your triggers and you're doing individual fingers and stuff. I think they'll come out with something more than that. But
So when I initially got the VR, it came with the camera, Gran Turismo Sport, I think, the new one. I can't remember the side. I think that's it. And I ended up picking up just, I think, Eve Valkyrie, Thumper, Bound, Doom VR, Farpoint, Accounting Plus, and Resident Evil.
Just a small catalog.
Just right off the bat, because I was excited to jump in. And one thing you guys didn't experience is the 360 videos that you can watch on YouTube.
I would do that.
I
have done those.
I watched a trailer for the last Assassin's Creed, the one that's like in England, like the Jack the Ripper one. What was that called? Not Brotherhood. I don't remember. Anyway, the trailer for that Assassin's Creed was in VR on YouTube, and I watched that. So when the guy's running through the room, like you can move around him and stuff like that and watch like the whole video that's going around. It's pretty cool.
The one videos I do like on YouTube is more like National Geographic, where it's like I'm flying over some volcano
That would
that's
be cool.
about
I
to
like that
erupt.
stuff.
So, but like just the thought of doing that in your room and not being at like a science museum or something, it's kind of cool for
Yeah.
the entry level price.
Yeah.
That's
It's
one.
educational too, man. I mean, geez, the
It's way more
possibilities are
fun.
endless.
Too bad they don't do Deep Blue Sea for you.
They do.
Oh,
They
do?
will.
Oh yeah, there was some shark swimming with shark, and I'm just like, gotta face your fears, gotta face your fears, gotta face your fears. And I did it actually Christmas morning. That's what I did all morning. Is I just sat there on YouTube. I was like, I just went to Venice, I just went to Rome, I just
dang.
went to the Colosseum.
That's Rome, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like in the Louvre. Just went all these different places. I went to space. I'm like
Lucky.
Yeah,
I
that'd
know.
be cool.
There was a rumor, and I don't know if this is still happening or what, or maybe I just made this up, but I heard someone say that that PlayStation bought out a theater in New York and lined it up with a bunch of 360 cameras, and then have bands play there, and then you pay like a small premium to watch the band live, and you have full control of all the video,
That'd be cool.
That'd be pretty sweet.
and be like mixed in with the sound.
See, that's where I think VR is going to... Gaming is so hard. I think gaming will hit the augmented reality because you can still see your surroundings that way, and you're not
like
getting
that
sick.
Ready Player One kind of stuff.
Right, but I think VR can be an educational tool for sure, and or entertainment tool like that. I mean, even I was looking at when Resident Evil goes to the static screen, I was like, man, this would be kind of cool to just like sit and watch a movie like this, like you're in the theater kind of thing. Like I could see that, but
I hear it's not great just because of the resolution. I'm
Yeah,
sure
probably,
with
I'm
later
sure.
iterations it'll be a lot better, but that's one thing I do notice. It's like just kind of hard to read. It reminds me of like when I first bought a Xbox 360 with component cables, and then I hooked it up to my old CRT.
I'm like, whoa.
And I was trying to play Dead Rising, and I'm like trying to read the caption or text, and it was just like tiny.
Yeah.
It was just like you couldn't see it for whatever reason.
Yeah, Doom was very blurry. I noticed that.
Yeah, it was a
The
little.
textures were blurry. Farpoint was
I think
on point, I guess.
I think it was like a extension of the Switch version somehow, some way.
I suppose.
It's just kind of like a warped version.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, they definitely had to gear it down to have everything running smooth. For the most part, it runs pretty smooth. Like I've never seen it stutter or do anything.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
weird
I didn't see tearing, nothing. Like it looked good, and I tested it out. I was messing around the whole time, like trying to look at stuff maybe you weren't supposed to, or get behind
Test
things.
its limits.
Yeah, just see what it would do. Accounting Plus, though, I had a blast. I didn't play it that
And that's
long,
not
but
really
it was
your
fun.
type of
Right,
humor
that's not my
either.
humor either. Right, but it was good. I liked it.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like
Except
little
for that
cloud
first guy in the tree, annoyed the shit out of me because I couldn't get out of that place.
shit-talking
And
guy?
Yeah, finally
He's
did.
hard
Justin
to-
was very intuitive. He like knew exactly what I like. Barely said
Mm.
anything. I'm like, damn, you're like way far ahead. I just let him yell at me for a long time.
Yeah. Well, he just keeps.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
What
get
are you
the fuck
doing?
out of here.
What are you doing in my world? This is my world.
It's so annoying when
Yeah.
it's like it kind of can't.
And then the
stop
phone
laughing 'cause
rings.
it's
You got
just
him
dumb.
yelling in your left
Yeah.
ear, and then, "Oh, mate, there's something wrong. You're not supposed to be this deep in VR."
Yeah, it was good though. I had fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I was surprised.
You never beat it.
No, I mean just VR in general.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Accounting Plus.
Well, I had fun with that too. I had fun. The only thing I didn't enjoy was, I mean, I liked Valkyrie. I wish I could play it more, but it made me
Do you
way
think
too
if you
sick.
had a stick, like instead
Maybe.
of a controller, you know what I mean, like a stick and a throttle?
No, it was the spinning when I did that roll, with your left triggers
This
or
is
whatever.
a space flying combat
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah, you're in the cockpit of the ship. It looks sick. Like when you're picking out your ship and you're sitting
that's
in
right
it
up
and you're
my
sitting in
alley.
the hangar. Everything else was cool and you flew out into space. It was awesome. And then I just did the first turn and I'm just like, oh, whoa. Like I couldn't focus. It was,
I understand, but like I feel like if you had a stick, you could kind of like gradually push it, and it would feel more intuitive to like just do like a corkscrew or something like
Kind
that.
of like a throttle stick or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Cockpit fighter style.
Yeah, like the old airplane.
Ace Combat and
Ace
and,
Combat.
flight simulator and stuff.
That's what I was talking about. Flight Simulator. I
yeah,
remember
maybe.
having-
That might help.
I remember getting some of those real cheap at Target. Those old control sticks
Oh, yeah.
with the $10 games. So I thought it was fun to play Unreal Tournament with the joystick controller.
Oh,
and
jeez.
then the WSAD.
The
to run
Wasad.
around.
Dude, I heard they're making a new one.
New one.
Unreal Tournament.
They
I
already
think.
did.
Yeah,
It's
they're-
called Lawbreakers, and nobody
No,
gave
no,
a
no.
shit.
There's an
No,
Unreal
it's in
coming out.
development, I think.
It's coming out.
For real. I saw it in Game Informer or
It's this
something.
spring, I
or-
think.
They're
I don't think it's for Champions, right? I think it's Unreal
Yeah,
Champions.
that sounds right. That sounds right.
They're teaming up with the PUBG developers. PUBG Unreal.
Dude, that'd be sick.
Well, they're using the Unreal Engine. That's
No, I'm just
yeah, I
saying
don't-
like the actual Unreal game. Like you drop 100 players and there's like 4
that'd be cool.
different factions.
Grand Theft Auto's doing that too right now. There's a mode like that.
Really?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Dude, they're just killing that multiplayer. I mean, that's the best bang for your buck game out of
If
this
they
whole
keep-
generation.
That's
What?
the thing. If
GTA?
Oh yeah, for
if they
sure.
keep making money, which they're going to, we're never gonna see Red Dead Redemption this
No,
year.
we
Yeah, we
will
will.
because they're
It's
just they
coming.
want more money.
It's coming.
They
We'll
aren't
see
like
it.
that.
We'll see it.
They aren't like that.
It's supposed to be fall, right?
They take their time, but they
I feel
respect
like they
their
got the
viewer
carrot
base.
on the string.
No,
No, Grand Theft Auto's been
no.
out for
If they were
5
saying
years,
like
man.
Bully 2 or something, I'd be a little bit more. But
We're not going to see a Grand Theft Auto 6 for a while, probably. Like that's
Next
what,
gen.
But
I would say
Red Dead's coming for
2020.
sure. I don't know. No, 2020 for 6,
Yeah.
if not longer.
That's
it
no, that's my
2018?
prediction.
that sounds about right.
2 more years.
2 more years. And
Well,
no,
when did
they,
the original
I
come
don't
out?
know.
14?
Yeah, but they have different.
It's 4 years old, so yeah, 14.
Yeah, 4 years.
It's about. I feel like they put
still-
one out over every 5,
It's
6
still
years.
like the top 5
Oh, it is.
moneymaker every
Yeah.
month.
Well,
every
because they're
single month.
constantly supporting it and doing new things online, and it's a fresh experience. It's not just killing hookers anymore.
Anymore. I remember seeing that shit on the news.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I remember
yeah.
I had to do a speech class and I had to do a demonstration speech and the teacher let me bring in my PS2 with Grand Theft Auto 3 back when I was in college.
Man, that was
And
a
I
life-changing
just went through a whole
experience.
thing and like showed how you could do stuff and how demonstrated it. And I picked up the
It's
hooker.
like I'm basically gonna game at school.
Yeah,
Like,
I did. And I picked up a hooker, and he had never seen this game. So he's like, well, it's pretty cool. And I picked up the hooker, and I was like, yeah, you can do this. And everybody was laughing. And then she got out of the car, and I'm like, you can get your money back, too. And I shot her. He's like, oh, my God, okay. That's probably about the end of that.
get a
Yeah,
refund.
I got an A, though. He gave me an A on it. So,
Hey, teachers like that kind of,
well, I knew what I was doing, too. It's like I didn't stutter because I was into that game. So I was like, I did my speech perfectly. I didn't
That's
like,
perfect for you.
What was your radio station for Grand Theft Auto 3 that you listened to?
3?
Yeah.
Well, this is my drug days. So I vividly remember I had a lot of fungus in my system, should we say. And I was sitting on the pier in a truck listening to the reggae station. And the wind would blow off the water and stuff, and I swear I could feel that on my face. Like
I believe
was,
that.
I was just sitting there, and it was like turning colors and stuff. It was cool. But so that channel, I can't remember the name of that channel, but that always stuck in my head.
Game radio.
Could been.
I
It was a radio
always
station,
like the
so-
rock ones. The rock ones.
Yeah.
I always listen to-
70s, 80s rock is
Yeah.
like, oh man,
Like
I
Santa-
got some good music off those stations.
I'm not a huge fan of country, but for some reason I liked K-Rose.
Is that the classic one?
San Andreas. No, that was like classic country.
Like Waylon Jennings.
Yeah,
and,
stuff
yeah.
like
I
that.
always like, especially if you're like out in the boonies,
Yeah.
doing like the sticks missions and stuff,
Yeah,
like out in the farms.
exactly.
You turn on.
There's that. I think it's Waylon Jennings in Grand Theft Auto 5 too on the country station. He's talking about how talking about a girl and how she makes him hate the things he used to like to do and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that's
Sounds like a Waylon Jennings song.
Yeah.
I always liked the talk stations too because they had like some really good like
Just banter.
yeah.
Straight
I mean,
audio,
it was great.
yeah.
It was just pretty much stand up comedy.
Laszlo.
Laszlo's the best. He's a real DJ in LA, I think.
He is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep, he is. He's a real guy, and he's been in all of them. I think.
Yeah.
Like they always keep bringing him back.
Vice City, I think, had the best
Vice City was probably my favorite.
That's
Just
what's
game
gonna be
and
next.
radio.
no,
No,
they don't. No.
Grand Theft Auto 6 will be a timepiece.
Well, yeah, but Vice City is.
No, I'm saying
3 was great,
they're gonna
but
do
Vice
Vice
City
City too,
defined-
because people will lose their shit.
I don't think they'll do
Or
that. They
San
haven't done any.
Andreas.
They haven't done any repeats of the other stuff.
Now's the time.
If there's anyone that would, it would be Vice City though.
Rockstar doesn't rehash their stuff though,
They don't.
so I don't know. It would be kind of cool to see them come out with like a futuristic
That's
one,
a
but that's
lie.
kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of
That
a
is
lie.
kind of a lie. I
Because I
acknowledge it.
remember, maybe
Well, Red
not.
Dead. I mean, that's pretty. I mean, granted, it's a new storyline and a new time period and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah. They always do that though, but they're always relevant in the times that's coming out. That's what they do.
It's always like social commentary and kind of what's going on. And,
Which kind of surprises me. If they would have known Trump was coming, I guarantee you that Grand Theft Auto 6 would be out
well,
right
I think that's kind of what the Far Cry thing was doing.
now. Yeah, maybe.
Being the whole. Well, no, that's kind of more. That's not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I haven't played it yet. I'm excited for that one.
I don't want to talk
I don't
about
care anymore about Far Cry. It's too many. Like after Primal, I played Primal for like 20
I didn't play
minutes.
that
and I was
one.
like, ugh.
It looks like a weird a redheaded stepchild cousin of Horizon.
It's like Ark.
All right, you can hate. I'm buying it.
Buying what?
Primal?
Far Cry.
Oh, I'm not hating on it. I just was like, they got to show me something new. Because like when Far Cry 3 came out, I was like,
I just watched the trailer
whoa.
last week and I don't remember what it was, but I was like, oh damn, that looks fun.
You're going to kill a bunch of Tiki Torch whites. That's all you're going to do.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. I don't know. There's not much. We're in the lull of stuff right now, so it's kind of like, what is
Until-
coming out? And
Well, there's
Until
so
the
much to
25th.
do.
what's that again?
Monster Hunter World
Yeah, I'm
and Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
I was talking to Daryl about Monster Hunter. I was like, maybe it'd be fun to run around all four, like three of us running around killing
I'm
stuff.
kind of been. I've never played a Monster Hunter before. It's not really in my wheelhouse, but this one looks.
Mine either, but I hear the jumping in point is harsh.
What do you
Because
mean?
this, I guess, is kind of an extension of some of their older games as far as their mechanics and how to build, craft, and do other things of that nature. And I hear it's just kind of hard to jump in. It's like you don't understand some of these mechanics to begin
Okay.
with. So I would suggest just like some YouTube videos, some how-tos on some things, because I can't remember how many iterations there has been of the Monster Hunter
been making
series.
This
for
is
years.
8, right?
I
This
mean,
is
most
like
of them
8 or
have been on 3DS. So, and
I watched some gameplay of it. It looked cool.
I tried the ones on 3DS and I just didn't find the controls intuitive enough for me to continue on. Like if I had to play it, I would, but I don't know. I know there's a huge fan base for it out there. It does look amazing. It kind of looks like a void has been filled from when Scalebound was
Yeah,
canceled.
I was gonna bring up Scalebound with that. Be like, it looks a lot like Scalebound.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
I agree.
It looks like Final Fantasy 15 mixed with Scalebound. I mean, inevitably. Mixed with like a little dash of Dark Souls, because what game doesn't have Dark Souls in it? Anything
These
hard
days,
is
everybody
Dark
is a little
Souls.
bit. Yeah,
And that's a cliche, which I think is just like, dude, if it's hard, that's just a definition.
I
You
heard
don't have-
somebody call your Zelda game just Dark Souls with a Nintendo patch on it the other
Pretty
day.
much. Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
I'll have to ask Daryl about that.
And, now there's this whole deal about nostalgia pandering. Have you heard about this?
Well, their whole culture is doing it. It's not only in games.
I know, but people are like getting sick of
Look
it.
at
but
Star Wars.
I guess, but at the same time, it's like this is just a part of us, I guess. And then I just got thinking, like, what else is, like, for the previous generations, what would you be nostalgic about, like milk or like churning butter, like say
Sliced
100 years
bread.
ago? I like that book, Tom
Pong.
Sawyer.
Tom Sawyer.
No, I'm saying like back in the 1800s though.
But
They'd
Monster
probably
Hunter
be
and Dragon Ball come out this month. I
they'd
didn't
probably
know
be
that.
more nostalgic about memories.
Yeah, true. That's
I
a
don't
whole
think they're
other
really into
deep
like
well.
media.
No, exactly.
That's not
we're
really
like
a
the
term
first
until
ones.
like the 20th century.
I mean, for the most
19th.
part, we were some of the first ones.
Well,
30 years in the making.
this is getting deep, man. This is like a whole sociological, historical discussion. all
No,
of a
I
sudden.
didn't mean to. I'm just saying, like, we're kind of a
And
nostalgia.
who says you can't learn anything at Cyber Lunch?
Well, we're not. You're not learning anything. It's
Yes,
more
you
of-
are.
It's an opinion piece. At the end of the day.
I just remembered
Oh, Jake's
something.
like, oh, opinions.
No, yeah, I just remembered something that I've left out of the Star Wars thing last week,
Oh,
just
geez.
because it's
God,
for
you said
just
you don't,
because
at
it's
the
for you.
beginning of the episode you didn't want to talk about Star Wars.
No,
and now we're
just
talking
because
about
it's for
Star
you.
Wars.
I can't believe we didn't talk about your favorite character in the movie. I can't believe it.
That's because she
We
wasn't
did.
in it.
And
It
that
was just
one-
her voice.
No, it wasn't. Maz Kanata, they watched the whole.
Oh, they had that little like.
It was the worst. Well,
Justin,
one of the worst
Justin
parts.
made
of the movie.
a funny about it.
Did he? Okay.
I'm briefly mentioned her.
He's
Move
like, oh,
on.
your favorite characters in the movie.
So Far Cry 5's at the end of next month.
No, I thought I got pushed back again.
Still says the 27th. of
Good
February.
birthday present.
Agony, they say, comes out the end of February.
Now,
Oh,
what's that going to
really?
be for? That's
That's
a
that-
horror title, right?
Yeah, Xbox and Windows and PS4.
How much?
I don't know, probably 60.
That's because that's an indie title, right? Like an arcade.
No way will that game be $60. I'm not paying $60.
No,
for
it
that
probably.
Shit.
I don't know.
It'll probably be $30 at most.
There's nothing else coming out. Like all the rest of this stuff looks.
Well, they
crap.
were so busy last year. Stuff will start coming
Anthem.
out. Just
yeah, right. That's not coming out.
just
this
wait till EA, and they'd be like, "Oh, there's all these games that are 75% done."
E3?
E3.
Please
Jeez.
don't bring up EA.
Just wait for
Basically the same
Just
thing.
wait for EA to do
Just
something.
wait, they're gonna bring
They're gonna
something.
pull some kind of a trigger.
Just you wait.
Your Call of Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
Whatever.
Chick-Tulu. Chick-Tulu.
Yeah, it's been getting pushed. I'm
The
getting
Nintendo,
worried.
Nintendo Direct was dope, I thought.
What?
The Nintendo Direct that happened a couple days ago.
Oh, is that a festival or
It's like
conference?
their little mini E3 for themselves. It's like PSX, so like the PlayStation
Oh, okay.
panel.
I just wish they would bring Star Fox over from Wii U.
They
but I
gave you
heard-
Star Fox 2, so you be quiet for 5
I
years.
guess. I guess. Star Fox.
I know, it'd be so easy. And it's like if Rockstar made Vice City 2. It's like, come on, you'd make so much money. Just make another damn Star Fox.
Still no Smash.
There's
Still
gonna
no.
be Mario Tennis.
Dude, I dog on Mario Tennis 64
Mario Golf would
back
have
in
been
the
cooler.
day. No, Mario Tennis
that's
is where
short
it's at.
after, I guarantee it.
I learned how to. Well, I obviously didn't learn how to play tennis because look at me, but I learned the mechanics of tennis from Mario Tennis.
You gotta really project.
I'm like, what the hell is love and set? And I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Watched a comedian rant about tennis too the other day. He's like, it's the dumbest scoring system.
It
I've
is the
ever
dumb
heard of."
scoring. I've completely forgot.
Love.
Yeah, he's
Fun.
like, I have no points and it's called love, and he's like, oh, that's kind of nice. This kind of nice sport, you know. And then I score 1 point, and they said I had 15 all of a sudden. He's like, how does this work? And then it's
Yep,
like
yep.
the next scoring thing is 30. Okay, 15 plus 15 is 30 for 2, you know. But then all of a sudden it's 40. Like that makes no sense. It was funny. It was a big rant on it.
Now it's set. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay, that's match. I think that means I won.
Yeah.
Are we talking about football?
No,
We should
Jake
be.
already talked
Go
about football.
Vikings. Let's go.
You
Go
never hear Jake doing
Packers.
this.
I know.
They can't go. They're home.
Hey, I beat both.
Go do another State Farm
I
commercial.
beat both of you guys in fantasy, so ha.
I made like $1,000 off of it, so you didn't beat anything.
God damn it. Really?
That I don't want to talk about.
Next year. There's always next year.
I'm getting tired. It's wearing me out. It's wearing me out, the fantasy thing. I don't know.
You know what else wears me out? When I don't have more coffee because I'm out. So we're gonna take a break.
Yeah,
Stick around,
exactly.
folks. We'll be back. Thanks. Bye. Ready to go back into battle.
I'm too tired to go into battle, man. I need a nap or something today.
You need a
Welcome to
hug.
Cyber Nap.
Huh?
Welcome to Cyber Nap.
I'll always take a Daryl hug.
That was a very soothing bump, wasn't it?
I like that one.
I know. I
Your
felt like
stuff's
I was
always
at a
solid.
spa. Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
I felt like I was in some vegan restaurant or something.
There he goes.
Did you get that? Did you get that Facebook post from me?
I didn't. I love that JP Spears.
It was for your mother.
yeah, I haven't, well, she's
specifically.
not vegan.
I know.
I mean,
it's
I
just
know that
funny. It's
there's-
just to me, it's funny. That's always going to be your mom to me.
I will
so.
have to forward it to her. You should have tagged her.
See, the thing is, I didn't even say anything to your mom because I was trying to be polite, and you told her. So now I have
Told her what?
That I said that stuff about her.
You guys are being very vague.
Her
No one
sloppy
knows what the
joes.
hell you're talking about.
Oh, okay. So I went over to Justin's house.
I will let Jake tell the story because the outrage is the best.
It's not even outrage. It's just like, come on. But I went over to his house, and it was we had to watch a Packers game. That was bad enough. But
Okay.
it was fun.
Shots
Once
fired.
again, you're coming to our house.
Yeah, I know. And your family's very nice, and your sister was there, and her boyfriend. They
I
were
was
in,
about to say,
in
what the hell
country.
my sister be in there have anything to do with it?
Just because they're fun.
Oh, okay.
And they're nice people. Everybody's cool. And his mom made sloppy joes, so I'm like, hell yeah! It's like, I'm down.
Ready to eat like
Yep.
half a dozen of
And
them.
I did. I loaded up my plate because first I didn't want to be rude, and second of all, I love me some sloppy joes, so I
I
loaded
don't
my
want to
plate.
be rude.
I got like halfway through it, and I'm like, this just tastes weird. Like, I don't know if it was just.
Everybody's sloppy joes taste different, though.
Listen, you are gonna let me talk.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So I didn't know if it was just low quality beef, so it was kind of grizzly or something, but it had a weird texture.
Oh, the
to
halls
it.
don't buy low quality beef
Yeah.
because we don't buy beef.
So, and
Well, I
then
do.
come to find out later.
I eat enough
So
beef
I
for
ate
everybody.
most of it, and I was like, yeah, that's
Question.
very good.
What year is this?
2 years
2
ago?
years ago, yeah.
Thank you. Continue.
And I'm like, oh, it was very good, and blah blah blah. So, but there was just something wrong with it. I mean, it was good, but and then later,
I'm like making my try not to smile face the
yeah,
whole time.
yeah,
little
he
lips.
knows the whole time that this is vegan.
It's
Sloppy
soy
Joe.
beef alternate. It's beef crumbles made from
Soy and beef. You
Was
can't
there
mention
cheese?
No,
cheese on a sloppy Joe.
no.
What? You never do that?
No,
So my-
Dad. What's with the bifocals look too? I like it.
My whole thing
I'm
was,
busy over here, okay?
if you're gonna feed me some food, at least tell me what it is. Like, I don't want this vegan hippie food. I was making fun of it.
It is a sloppy Joe.
Right, but I was making fun of it.
You
and
didn't ask.
So I told Justin this whole I feigned this outrage or whatever. It's like, come on, man, at least tell me, don't feed me that hippie stuff. I
Acting
think-
like it's Soylent
Yeah,
Green. We're feeding
yeah.
them people. He probably prefer people.
And then Justin goes and tells his mom. So then it's gonna become a joke now. So everything she has is vegan. I'm not ever trusting her food again. She has to at least tell me what I'm eating before I eat it from now on.
It's people.
Last week I got yelled at for talking about Jurassic Park in the middle of a Star Wars spoiler cast.
I don't think you got yelled at, but I was
no,
trying
I-
to bring you back to center.
Oh, Jake yelled at you?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, is
You
our
did
fans
too.
yell-
You've said it same thing. You're like, yeah, Star Wars. Maybe we'll talk about this later.
Well, I mean, if you open up the Jurassic Park door with me, that's a whole show. So I was just warning him.
Well, I don't want to get into a whole show, but I just had a question for you. What was more intense, when Chef Goldblum was in the back of the Jeep and all of a sudden you hear boom,
Oh, and he's
the
all tore up,
T-Rex? Yeah.
and the water's shaking.
Or when they're having, or in the second movie when they're having surgery in the RV and the T-Rex mom is chasing after her like little T-Rex.
First of all, I have to correct you on something.
And you see two of them come out then.
Because that whole the whole foot boom boom happened before Jeff Goldblum hurt his leg.
No, it's after he got...
He said when he was in the back of the Jeep
Yeah, he was waiting in the Jeep and somebody
It's after he
left
got
to go
thrown
grab
into
something.
into the
hut.
outhouse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and, and his ribs are all jacked up.
and his leg's broke in half. Remember they had a splint on his leg and a bone was
Well,
sticking
I
out.
was talking about the part where he looks at the puddle and he sees the
Yeah,
wave
and
form.
They were
That
both
is
good.
terrifying.
They were both
That
good.
is the whole concept. That thing is terrifying by itself.
No, I do believe I want to stop you because I'm feeling what I'm feeling now is like all these things bubbling up beneath my esophagus wanting to talk about Jurassic Park. And
I thought the
Lost World and
raptors were
stuff.
were scarier in the first one. They scared me.
What about the long... Don't go into the long grass! The long grass scene with the raptors?
But we'd seen them before. I'm
they're
saying
all-
the first time, yeah.
Oh,
That's Justin's thing.
And Nedry,
that- both
Nedry
of
was
those.
my favorite thing in the first
he
one.
was. He was a great
He was
character.
great. And Samuel L. Jackson too. He's always
Yeah.
smoking on that heater and hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
Access denied.
Yeah.
Access denied.
What do you think about Peter Quill taking over the reins for Jurassic World?
I love Chris Pratt, but I don't really like that character or really am digging the franchise anymore.
It's too fantastical.
Jurassic World is different from Jurassic Park.
It's too fantastical. Like, at least Jurassic Park was convincing that there wasn't any magic involved.
like, what's with the orbs they roll around in and stuff? Like, those
I know.
little vehicles.
Well, it's just
Everything-
the future.
just
I don't
camp.
have a problem with that. I have a problem with Chris Pratt having telekinetic powers.
Yeah, being the
with
dinosaur
raptors.
whisperer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that either. When I saw that in the
Just
trailer, I'm
calm
like,
down,
oh my
girl.
god, that's so
Well,
stupid.
it kind of defeats the whole what Jurassic Park's talking about just nature being what it is and life
Well,
finding a way and
maybe
stuff. And,
because they've evolved.
are you doing air quotes?
I'm air quoting.
extremely sarcastic. Air
The only
quotes.
thing I liked about Jurassic World was what's her name?
Running in heels.
Dallas Bryce Howard. And
I
he
believe you
walking
did
around.
mention that, yeah.
And the pterodactyl part when they were just spiking fools, flying down in the crowd and just like using their beaks and like stabbing people and stuff.
Killing
It's like,
Jimmy
damn.
Buffett.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, it was what it is. I can't see why anybody would like that more than 3 because it's the same kind
I
of
didn't
thing.
like 3, but yeah,
didn't
I
mind
prefer
3.
watched it.
I like the whole scene in 3 with the pterodactyls in the fog. Remember that?
I
How
like
they
when
would
they
just
snatched that dude right off
That
the
reminds me.
runway in front of the airplane, and the airplane got the blood splatter on it.
yeah.
That reminds me of the Dino Crisis.
I love that
Yes.
series. Yeah.
I believe
We've
we've
met-
had this exact
Yeah,
conversation
probably.
before.
Probably.
God.
We're only 11 episodes in.
I know,
We're already
just like,
forgetting
dang
what we
it.
talked about.
Well, how are we supposed to remember? You just go. You don't remember. You remember that one episode? No, I'm like vaguely, but kind of not really. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't help that like one of us, meaning me, probably has Alzheimer's already. Daryl
Yeah, I'm
drinks.
just forgetful as hell.
Daryl drinks, and Justin just has so much to think about and clean. He can't remember stuff.
I do not drink that much. Thank you.
Neither do I.
Lately.
Lately, it's been a festive time.
Oh, it's a good time.
Exactly. Especially now is the time to party. I mean, you thought Christmas and New Year's was time to party.
Oh,
not
that's when
much
you're
el-
just trying to maintain.
Not much else to do either. It's so damn cold. You can't
It
go
is.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we hit 40 for like 2 days. It's just like
Plus, I got a girlfriend that doesn't drink. Your girlfriend does, so I'm sure that makes a difference. So does yours. So that makes a difference too. I hardly ever drink anymore.
Yeah.
It is nicer though because it doesn't take you as much. Like I was telling you,
That's
I
true.
can't even get through a 6-pack.
Tolerance
It's like,
levels.
But
you're making me question things, Jake.
you should always think about that stuff.
All right. Well,
Question
I gotta
everything.
go. Thanks for sticking around.
Daryl's going to rehab
Yep. See you later. That's me driving away.
to the liquor store.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's about it. You know what's fun to play while you sip and enjoy some liquor with some friends?
Not VR.
Patty cakes,
That was the original VR.
slap and tickle. I don't know.
Whoa, that went
What friend?
2 different extremes.
Depends on the friend, I suppose.
Imaginary.
Yeah.
No, I've been getting into this tabletop game called Boss Monster, and I've wrangled you
Yes.
two into it as well.
Yeah, I played it. Yeah,
Oh, you did play some.
yeah I played when I was over there
Yeah,
doing
he
VR.
played 2 rounds with me. I left the items out of the picture. Basically,
We've been trying to play this for months. I bought this for my bachelor party last
Oh, we never played
fall, but I brought it with like 8 other games, and Mark brought Cash for Guns.
it, right?
and
Yeah.
why don't I just give a little description
Run
of
it
what
down.
it is?
It's super exciting.
Inspired by a love of classic video games, Boss Monster, the dungeon building card game, pits 2 to 4 players. Actually, it's 5 to 6 if you have an expansion. In a competition to build the ultimate side-scrolling dungeon, players compete to lure and destroy hapless adventurers racing to orbit. Oh my god, I need my glasses. Racing to outbid one another to see if they can build the most enticing treasure-filled dungeon. The goal of Boss Monster is to be the first boss to amass 10 souls, which are gained when a hero is lured and defeated. But a player can lose if a boss takes 5 wounds from heroes who survive his or her dungeon.
There's a lot to it, but it's fun.
Basically, you use 3 cards to build a room that kind of makes... Well, I kind of think of it as like a video game level. Like, classic dungeon level.
Yeah, you build your own, 8-bit
And you build
dungeon.
3 rooms, right?
4.
Up to 3 rooms?
4.
You
right?
5.
Is it
5 total. Initially, well, there's...
Depending on what you're playing.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, 5, and then you can build over the top of the room. So each hero has a specific type. So there's like a cleric with a cross. There's a mage who has a book. There's an adventurer who has a sword. And at the bottom...
Now, to reiterate, in this game, you play as the boss monster, not as the hero. So it's kind of turned over. You don't...
Yeah, you're trying to build a diabolical
You're trying to
dungeon.
kill the hero.
It's mostly just a points game. There's no dice involved or anything weird or complex like that. It's pretty straightforward once you get used to it. I guess if you've played any deck building game such as this, it's kind of all the same.
Yeah.
It's
It's very unique. It's been around for a few years. I remember I saw it
Yep.
a year ago, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. And I think
It's for me. It's right on the cusp of being, hey guys, let's play some Boss Monster. But
Yeah.
it's not quite there because there's no dice involved, like you said.
oh, dude, dice
And it's
make
something
games
to-
awesome.
It's the same thing with like Magic and Dungeons and Dragons. I never got it, but I like this. This
Games
was
are
fun.
bigger
I
than
wasn't
that these
expecting to
days.
like it.
I mean, board games and stuff have really branched out. It's
I wanted to
kind
play
of
some more because I started to get it towards the second one. I was like, okay, I can kind of, because you can like upgrade rooms. You can have trap rooms. You can have certain rooms that will affect the next room, that kind of thing, give you more damage points towards the hero and stuff. It's pretty fun.
So each room you build.
We never made it more than one heroic character though. Like as soon as I showed up,
we're dead.
Yeah.
I don't think. We usually blew each other out.
Yeah,
before
we had
got to
bad
the
room
heroics.
draw.
What? I didn't play that part of the game.
Oh yeah, it was in
No,
the
it's
back.
like complete blowout. Like at first game, I like beat him like 10-2, and next game
Yeah,
he beat me
both-
like 10-4
both
or
times,
something.
I didn't try. It's
I
just the
didn't-
luck of the draw.
It is
honestly.
very luck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
there's
was getting
obviously skill
crap
to it
cards.
because you want to make sure
Yeah,
you don't want to
there's
get rid of a good card. And
Not really much. There's strategy once you have cards in your hand, but I don't know. It is luck of the draw. If you end up with a good stack of cards, I guess with any card building game like that, you're gonna be better off. But you brought up a good point. It's like we all like fantasy and sci-fi and things like that. Why have we never like taken that extra step to play like even if we wanted to play D&D or Magic just to try it out? That entry level is so high.
Well, you're so far behind.
Yeah.
Exactly,
10
like-
years behind.
yeah, the learning curve.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
I mean, I like the
That's
art.
kinda
That's
level
kind of
learning
like we were
curve.
saying with Monster Hunter World. It's like now it's like, well, geez, you
I
better
want
catch
to
up.
get into it.
Yeah, I
like,
do
oh,
too.
that sounds
I mean,
fun.
Magic's been D&D's been around for like 40 years.
Oh yeah, well yeah, it's
70s?
ever since I was a little kid.
Yeah,
I mean not 40. Great, that's for not 77. I don't think it was around since then. 80s, I would say.
78. Now.
I don't know. I don't think it was that late. But I remember my buddies.
Approaching 40.
My buddies that were into it had all those pewter game pieces,
Yeah.
like the characters, and like some of them were giant dragons. I always thought that was awesome, but I did not get the game. Like I didn't understand. It was too much for me. I was more of a play GI Joes and play
There's
Zelda.
just the vastness of board and card and strategy games there's something for everybody now. Me and Lori were playing one last week. I might have mentioned this on the show already. It was like a firefighting one. You're basically a group of like hotshot firefighters trying to put out like a spreading forest fire. And this one has some dice. It's not really like counting die. It's more like, different. It's kind of specific for the game. But it's really randomized, and it kind of was cool because it felt like doing a forest fire because it was like you had no idea where this fire was going to spread to or what was going to happen and stuff. And it's like I was like, this is kind of weird. Who would you think you'd be playing like a board game about forest firefighting? So there's something for everybody out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. There is some,
and everything's licensed. There's a licensed game for everything. I mean, you could do,
There's a Star Wars tabletop game that has like those pewter figures,
Yeah,
like
I believe
ships
I know
and
a
stuff.
couple guys who have that one.
Yeah.
I think Mark has that one.
But
Rebel Assault or something, maybe, I think.
But the
Yeah.
pieces are so expensive.
There's some really cool
man.
HP Lovecraft Cthulhu
Oh, I
ones
bet,
out
yeah.
there.
I just bought one. I haven't opened it
Yeah, which one
yet.
did you get?
I just bought Arkham Horror. It's funny.
Yeah.
I just pulled that up.
Yeah, I haven't played it. But I've heard
Arkham
a lot
Horror,
about
the
that
card
one.
game, 1 to 2 hours, 1 to 2 players, ages 14 plus. You assume 2 different, like character archetypes. It's kind of noir based. It's kind of funky. So I actually looked it up for like good. One thing I do like about it is it's a co-op game. And there's so many different scenarios that you can buy and so many expansions. It's actually kind of ridiculous.
Is it card or board?
There's 2 different versions. I have no idea what the board game entails.
Okay, you got the card one.
I got the card for the 2
Where did
player.
you get these at?
Dreamers Vault Games.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
off of Hiawatha in
South
Minneapolis. South Minneapolis, yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I saw people at 2 o'clock in the afternoon playing Pokemon and...
The moment those places.
Magic.
Same by what's that one in
Yeah, they have
Roseville?
like tables there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that
Crazy.
game place in Roseville? It's been there forever.
It's gone now, I think.
No, it's still there.
No,
It's
we
the
went.
Source.
Is it still there?
The Source is still right across from Harmar.
Last time I was there was
That-
with you.
Moment that place opens, there's 100 neckbeards in there playing.
Yeah.
Sorry to anybody who has a neckbeard.
I do see. I never understood those cards, but I love the art style. Like the cards look cool. Pokemon even look like the.
Oh, that's
foil
all I
cards
cared
and-
about.
Yeah.
That's exactly why, I don't know if maybe Daryl's the same way, but that's my most favorite thing and why I bought Boss Monster, because I liked the little...
The art style's
the
cool.
pixelized 8-bit art, and it felt very reminiscent of like Nintendo or
Yep.
Metroid or...
But it had
There's a
fun-
lot of things you can tell that
They had funny
influences.
spins on it though. It was fun.
Yeah, it's
like
all
I had an
unique.
Alex Trebek that was like the Inquisitor or something, and it was Alex Trebek.
Oh, really?
In 8-bit, yeah. But they don't call him that.
That
but-
must have been an expansion then?
I don't know. It was one of the a spell. That's what it was. It was a spell.
How many do they have?
I have it. I brought it.
So they have Boss Monster 1 with expansions and Boss Monster 2 with
2.
expansions?
No. Well,
Okay.
basically, it's Boss Monster 1. That's your standard deck. Boss Monster 2.
And it looks like an old classic NES cartridge.
NES. Oh, and I forgot to mention it's published by Brotherwise Games.
Brotherwise.
Yeah. It looks like designer Johnny O'Neill and Chris O'Neill, so they're brothers.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I never knew
So
that.
they must have done all the
They're
artwork
rich
and the
brothers
game
now.
design and the expansions. They look like little Game Boy cartridges, right?
Yeah, they look like little...
That was
cool.
sweet. I didn't know that until you bought them. That was
there's
cool
Tools
looking.
of Hero Kind and Implements of Destruction. Tools of Hero Kind, they're basically just items that go underneath
Extra
the
cards.
heroes that buff them up to make
Do you
the
feel
game
it
even
changes
harder.
an aspect of the game?
Big time.
Because I didn't try it out.
One thing that's really weird is like, say you have your item cards, and each time you draw, whatever item card you get has to match the symbol of one of the others. So like, say I draw a mage, and there isn't a mage on the table. I've been playing where I just put that item card back underneath, and nobody gets an item card.
Okay.
It's kind of just like an actual like luck of the draw type deal. Because one time I think, I can't remember this guy though. He was a hitman. He had 13, and I got some card where it was like the last 3 dungeons in your, or the last 3 rooms in your dungeon don't affect this player. On top of it being
Oh,
13,
jeez.
so like you had to use all your spell cards if you had anything. You know what I mean? It was pretty nuts.
Throws that X factor in there, kind
Pretty
of.
much, yeah. And there's a couple different ways to play it, but I haven't played any modified version. I'm still kind of learning, even though I think I've got the hang of it. One thing I'm trying to achieve is I did get the 5 to 6 player expansion, the Crash
okay.
Landing pack.
It's a lot of friends.
I know,
We gotta go around.
It's hard enough to get 2 of you to do anything.
I know.
Or 2 of us, I should say. No.
I guess maybe I'm just a completionist in the sense that I enjoy the game that much that I'll
Well,
just
you
be
bought
ready.
like the carrying tote and the play mat and the bumper sticker and the fan pack, and
Yeah, I did.
it's pretty cool though.
I did,
And it's nice
but
that mat is cool, so you know where to lay things and
it just keeps
while
it.
you're learning the game.
Yeah, it keeps it organized.
Exactly.
Cause like it's always kind of weird if it doesn't come with something like that. It's like guidance because it tells you to set the cards up in a certain order. And especially when you're learning, you're like, I have no idea what this means.
Yeah, it's good to have that.
Okay,
visual.
do this and then do the. You know what I mean? You have to read a lot, and that's like half of the thing about these card games and board games.
Respect the dungeon master, man.
Exactly.
Know the rules.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a tough role.
It is.
Got
It's
to read a
cool.
lot of literature first.
I know.
And then you get to the end, you're like, oh shit, I forgot this rule. Well,
I don't.
whatever.
I've usually just typed the game up onto YouTube, and there's like tutorials.
Good old
and then,
internet.
And then I like, if I have any questions, I'll just like kind of follow along in the booklet if I can.
Yeah, we came across a couple things that you hadn't come across yet, like rules wise. We had to look up. Can't remember specifically which one it
I know.
was.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun game though. I like it.
Let's see here.
I don't like to sit anywhere for that long to play anything, so that's except for poker. So that's pretty good if I like it.
That's Jake's favorite board game.
Yeah.
Poker.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, so we're gonna move on. I think it's time for our secret question.
Are we gonna do our secret question?
Oh
today?
wait, here let's mention this real quick. So next week would probably be my last one for a little while because I'm getting surgery.
Oh, we're gonna phone you in.
Yeah, nobody.
I don't know if I
nobody
can.
sent,
No, yeah, oh, yeah.
Nobody sent Jake love for his surgery.
It's okay,
And
don't-
well wishes and
no.
prayers, like I asked
I
last
told
week.
them not to, so I'm glad they listened. Eric out there wanted us to talk about our favorite James Bond movies, and it was a while ago that he
Yeah,
asked
that
to
was
do
one of
this.
our first shows.
So I think we should do that next weekend for him, just so everybody knows we are listening to what they're saying.
I've already forewarned both of you that I've watched them, but I haven't watched them in a long time. So like I have some favorites, but I'll be kind of wishy-washy
Well,
about
like,
it. You guys,
I mean, I haven't seen all of them. I've seen probably at least 75% of
Yeah,
them. But
that's what
like,
I was-
what have
I'm saying
you
like
seen?
the older ones.
You haven't seen? Have you seen like Goldfinger?
Yeah, but when I was a kid, not like recently.
Well, just go through the Wikipedia of it. You'll remember it. You've seen Quantum of Solace and all that new
Yeah,
stuff?
I've seen
like
all
a-
the Daniel Craig ones.
Yeah.
I got like a big like Bond
The
encyclopedia
best one is
I can send you with.
GoldenEye.
I don't think so.
Well,
Diamonds
we'll
Are
save this,
Forever.
We'll
great,
save
is
this
great,
for
too.
next time. But I
All
really
right.
like where
okay,
you're going
okay,
there.
okay.
Yeah, but that's not what I want to do. I just want to give Eric something for Christmas. There you go, bud.
Yeah, happy Christmas, Eric. If you're out there.
Merry New Year.
So you want to phone me in? I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on narcotics.
Why did I buy
so-
that mixer then?
Jake already phones it in.
Yeah. It says you.
We have shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. Well, maybe we'll see what happens.
Okay.
The first week I'm going to be out of commission.
We'll maybe have some special guests. Maybe just me and Daryl. I don't know. We're open for suggestions. If anybody wants to come on in. I know there's a
Not
couple.
anybody, but most everybody. Yeah.
Anybody who listens.
Austin,
Well,
why don't you have Austin do it? He would do it.
we talked about it.
Okay.
So the secret question.
I kind of want to
Go
take
for
this
it.
one. And I'm going to throw this out of left field.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, here we go.
Technically, it might require 2 secret questions, but we'll see.
It usually does.
Is Squirtle a turtle or a squirrel, and why does it have water in its body like that?
That is an extremely left field secret question. That was not what I was expecting.
I'll answer first because it's really fast. I don't care. It's Pokemon. I could care less.
Can I get the question again?
You have to answer it, though.
How to...
Just listen. Is a Squirtle a turtle
Yes.
or a squirrel?
Both.
And why does he have water in his body like that at all times?
Because he's a Pokemon.
He is not a squirrel, and he is not a turtle.
He's
is
a Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Yeah.
So I know that much.
Even Jake knows the non-Pokemon from just
Duh. And then why does
I'm
he have
saying
water in him all the
because
time?
he's a Pokemon.
If
Yeah,
you,
it's like-
if you had to classify him
power.
as either or, a squirrel or a turtle.
Both.
You can't. So you
That's-
have to determine.
I would
turtle.
say he's a Squirtle. He looks like a
He's
squirrel.
more turtle than he is. Because
Yeah,
I feel
I
the
agree.
water
So
Do you
thing
say
is the
he's
turtle.
more turtle than he is?
I think he's more... I think
Jesus.
I think he's more turtle for sure because I never even put together that he was a squirrel too.
He just has a squirrel tail. The rest of his body is turtle. Don't shrug.
Yeah, he shrugs like
you
he doesn't
don't know.
know.
What we're talking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not the Nintendo Pokemon guy over here.
I'm just
I don't
saying
know what
that-
is a Squirtle,
Squirtle's final form is Blastoids, and
which is a turtle,
which
or
is
a
more
tortoise.
of a dinosaur.
Okay,
Well,
so more of a reptile.
That's what turned. That's where they all dinosaurs went. They turned
Okay,
into.
this is your question?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You don't like it?
I just don't like... I don't care about Pokemon, so...
It's because it wasn't your generation, man.
Yeah, it wasn't,
talking
so-
about
It wasn't.
our
We're not talking about
generation.
Thundercats and He-Man and
I would take that over Pokemon any day.
Who's your favorite Thundercat?
That's a good question.
Lionel.
Lionel, yeah. Lionel. Who's your
That's
favorite?
like saying Tony Hawk's your favorite skateboarder.
Yeah, but there's only like 10...
Oh, I really love Shaun White.
There's only like 8 to 10 characters in that cartoon anyway that fight over and over. Who's your favorite He-Man character? That's a better question.
Skeletor.
Probably, yeah.
My favorite dude was...
Just because he's become a meme too now.
Exactly.
I always liked the guy that could switch his face.
Oh yeah, I remember having the figure of
That's
that
why
in
I
my
loved
grandma's
it the
toy
best, yeah.
basement.
And I did like Skeletor too, but he was too evil for my parents to allow me to be around. I remember my cousin had the whole castle though.
Yep,
Watch it.
we had that.
I remember the castle.
Yeah, with the trapdoor and stuff on it. Yeah, that was
Dude,
cool.
toys
man.
were the best back in the day.
They were, I agree.
Barbella.
Yeah.
Filled with
That's
lead.
what, that's what He-Man reminds me of is Barbella.
Barbarella?
I thought it was Barbella.
No, it's Barbarella.
Barbacoa.
Is that like that new hot dog joint out
That's
of
like
Chicago?
that 70s sci-fi movie.
Speaking of that,
Oh, with Jane Fonda?
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Barbarella. Did you guess when Portillo's opens?
Like spring.
The 22nd.
Oh, this month?
The day I'm
The
going
day
for
you
surgery.
go under the knife.
Like, yep, that's figures.
Well, maybe I'll bring you one.
That's what Stevie said. If I'm in the don't wait till I can not be afraid to
Poop.
have my first second of the day before I.
Well, what? Okay, well, I'm not going to talk about this on the air.
What happened?
Why not?
I kind of tuned out.
Who cares?
We talked about enough caca last week.
Well, you don't have to be
Oh
specific.
no. Oh no.
Do you want a second shot at a secret question?
All
or
right.
should we
Okay.
wrap
I
her
just
up?
did that one because it was hilarious.
You need to
and I
redeem
knew
yourself on
Dude,
that one.
so he's a turtle because
Yes.
he squirts water and water's living. Turtles live in water, not water's
Water's
living
living
turtles.
turtles, but in him, water lives in him.
He has.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
uses water though when he's like one of those spider. Those what are those archer spiders? And
Yeah, that,
archer
like-
fish that will
yeah.
just suck water in and use it as a weapon. It's the same thing.
How does
What-
he breathe with
how-
water in his system?
What's in his stomach? I'm assuming.
So he throws up every time he shoots water.
Yeah.
out?
Haven't you ever seen those dudes that can like carry water in their stomach? They're like from
They
Africa
like
and
shoot
stuff.
bugs out of the air and stuff, then eat them.
No, that's the
you
fish,
talking
not
about the
the
fish?
people.
Oh, you moved
yeah.
on?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying. I saw this thing about these dudes in Africa that will go and get fresh water and they'll drink like a ton of it and fill up their stomachs and they walk all the way back to their houses and stuff and then bring it back up in
I'll
jars.
believe it because I've had like
'Cause
I've
it's
been
fresh
sick
water.
where all you drink is water and,
Yeah.
and you throw it up
And,
you're
then,
like,
and they
"Well,
can
it's
keep
water."
like gallons and gallons inside themselves. It's one of those things too. It's called, I can't remember the skill it's called, but there's a guy that does it, and it's just like gallons and gallons he can squirt out. It's
Does
weird.
he look like Like Blastoise?
Like a turtle? No, not like a turtle.
A war turtle?
No, a war turtle.
All right. That was really disturbing conversation.
It's
Thank
true,
you.
though. You should look it up.
I feel like we're zoning out.
Okay. Yeah.
Daryl's just staring at me when I was saying that story. Like, it's like a little kid the first time he saw something weird.
I know.
Didn't know how to
Do you want a
digest
second
that.
question, or do you feel cheated because I asked the squirrel war turtle
Let's
question?
just do another
Yeah,
question.
wait,
They're fun.
I want another question.
All right. Well,
We'll be quick.
what's the difference between...
If you ask another Pokemon question, though, I'm defaulting back to you need another one after that because I'm not answering these.
Don't tempt me. What? Okay, I'll stick with the original game plan here. What celebrity or musician would you pay to meet, and how much would you pay?
Do you have an answer?
Yes.
Because I feel like one of my answers might be your answer, so I want to make...
I think all of our answers would be our answer.
I doubt it.
No. I really doubt it. I feel like me and you might have the same answer.
I have an answer.
Go for it.
I've never been much into meeting celebrities or musicians. I like going to see them, kind of thing.
I'm the same.
And paying to see them is kind of like pay to meet
Somebody
them.
was
like,
talking about that, like VIP packages the other day. I
well,
was having a
but
conversation.
if it was
with
like
that.
charity thing, like if you pay $50, you can meet so and so. Like
Yeah.
and mine was athletes. Like when I wanted to go see Bo Jackson and get his
should have
autograph.
done that.
I know it's so stupid, but the only celebrity / athlete I've ever wanted to meet in my life really is Michael Jordan.
That's
Just
pretty-
because he was my sports hero, but my hero as I was growing up, you
Yeah.
know. So and I can't wait till he gets freaking. After I said that, now what's going to happen to Michael Jordan? Everybody we come up here on here gets busted for something.
That is
But anyway,
true. I love Richard Dreyfuss. He's such a great guy.
I never the celebrities though. I've met a couple like people I would consider, I guess, kind of famous, and they were all not great people, you know. I mean, not like they were. I can imagine all the crap they have to put up with all the time. People yelling at them, like, "Hey," but they
Yeah.
weren't. I mean, they were okay, but it's like whatever. I don't want to bother them either. It's like I get this all the time.
What about even a celebrity or a musician that's passed?
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, is this timeless?
Do you really
I
want
feel
to?
like you could do two different choices.
Okay, how about this? What if you met your celebrity you've always wanted to meet and they were just a piece of shit? That
Whatever.
would just suck for you, though, right?
That is true.
Like, I don't want to know that. I don't know. That's the way I've always looked at it. I don't know. Athletes was always.
How much would you pay to see Michael Jordan?
Well, if unlimited funds. Like I'd go to if I was like rich or something, I'd go to like benefits or something that.
What
they
if
throw,
it's
you know,
even
like
just
10,000
like
a plate or
one of
something.
those things they do at like a sports memorabilia store where you get in a line with somebody and meet and greet?
Well, how much was Bo
handshake.
Jackson? Was that $35
I
or
would say it's
something?
probably under 50. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
When I describe pay, that's more for bands, like the VIP. You know what I mean? Like what band would
well,
you...
a band I would like to go see and I would pay to see would be. I'm jealous of you because you got to see Tom Petty before he passed.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would see Roger Waters any day of the
Yeah.
week.
Well, you can. He's here a lot, but you got to
Right,
pay like
but
$200.
other than that, there's not like we always talk about going to concerts. I really don't go though. I'm like, but if there's something I really want to see, I'll pay for it. I mean, if I have
cheaper
money to do it,
concerts
but-
are the better concerts.
Absolutely. I always get the best
Unless you're
entertainment out
paying
of it.
for like somebody who's like a showman, like Roger Waters,
Yeah.
or
But even that, you would really have to pay in order to get close enough to really, get it for what it is. you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But I was always a sports guy, so I always liked the sports. Or Todd McFarlane. There we go. Never mind. I'd pay $100 to go meet him and talk to him.
That'd be a good
he
idea.
seems like a guy that would talk to you about.
He does.
stuff,
He's
yeah.
very into his fans, I've heard.
Yeah. So there you go. Todd McFarlane. I think.
Living, I would want to meet the Arnold.
Arnold.
That would be fun.
That would be
My
cool.
God.
Even if he isn't, I don't think he might be a little bit of a deuce. Obviously,
I don't
think
care.
he
I
would
don't
be.
think he
I
would
don't
be a
think
prick.
so.
to you
Yeah, I don't
personally.
see him like
I
Jesse
think he'd
Ventura.
be super excited. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, very nice to meet you.
It's cold here in Minnesota.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. I like that one.
I was going to say Stallone until the controversy.
Yeah, well, Arnold's not shy of his controversies either.
I know.
So
Dead, I would go Carl Sagan.
That's what I figured we were.
Or Hunter S. Thompson.
that would be fun.
Hunter would scare me. I think I've watched
yeah.
interviews with like Conan when Conan went and hung out with him and stuff. He's a weird dude.
Want to shoot guns at his ranch and
Yeah.
drink liquor.
And drink liquor. And
That
if you
does
could
sound
do,
like a good interview.
and
though.
if you could do both of those, then he would do the interview. He's like, I got to see how you shoot
hard?
first.
Well,
Wasted.
Yeah,
I'm not talking like have a
yeah.
beer. I'm talking Conan was hammered and they're shooting automatic firearms.
And he's not drinking beer.
No, and he's in the background like, oh, hell of a shot to her. He's just freaking hilarious, man.
That would be a fun one.
David Letterman is another one. I would love to meet.
I watched
David
his new
Letterman.
Netflix show the other day. You probably wouldn't like it. It's a little political.
Well, Obama was the first
Well, yeah,
guest.
but
like-
he's gonna do like other people too. But I kind of like the format.
I love
Plus,
David
he
Letterman.
looks like a freaking mountain man now.
He is. He moved to
Oregon, I think.
Was it Oregon or Wyoming or something crazy like that?
Well,
Whatever.
somewhere out northeast.
I got to change my mind about celebrities now because I would love to meet Norm Macdonald too, even though he'd probably ignore me the entire time. But it'd be cool to meet those
All
guys.
people I want to meet are dead. Like I would have thought Chris Farley would be awesome to
Yeah,
see.
John Candy.
John. Yeah. Sports wise, I'd want to meet Reggie White. He was kind of like my
Walter
big
Matthau.
guy coming up.
And Jack Lennon.
John Candy.
He said John Candy.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
both of them. I know. Carl Sagan was our duplicate. Just
For sure.
dude. Just get some of Jake's fungus and
Kelsey-
go talk to Carl Sagan for a while and
Not
hold.
my fungus. This was my old.
Can you imagine
This is my other.
the
me.
conversations you could just? I feel like it'd be like, okay, I got to go take a nap, hang out. I'll be back.
Here's another weird one. I would like to have a sherry with Kelsey Grammer. From
Yeah.
Frasier.
Yeah. Sherry, have you had sherry before?
No, and I would enjoy
It's
it.
interesting. I don't know if you would. It's a different than you think.
What is it like?
Liqueur?
Yeah, it's almost like a Scott, like a bourbonish
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing, but it's
tough,
a little
though.
sweeter.
Sherry Niles? Yes, of course.
Sherry.
But there's a reason they only have little glasses of it. I mean, it's
They're
pretty
thick.
stuff. Yeah,
Really?
it's
You
good
You
stuff.
can do
though.
scotch. You
I
can probably
like
do
it.
Sherry.
I like it. My mom's like scotch and bourbon though, and she didn't like sherry. She's
Isn't
like,
sherry
this
a
looks
little
gross.
sweeter?
Yeah, it's a little sweeter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that though. So that's a good answer, Kelsey Grammer. He'd get drunk with you too. You know he would.
Jerry
Yeah.
Seinfeld would be pretty fun.
He
Although
seems
I
like
heard
a
he's
douchebag.
jerk.
Hey, look, yeah.
I'd rather hang
wouldn't-
out with Kramer. Damn, whatever's happened to him, man. I
Michael
would love to
Richards.
hang out with that dude. Man,
Here's a good one. Keanu Reeves.
there you go. That's a good one too,
That's
because
a
I've
good
heard
one.
nothing.
Here's
but
my-
He's like a legit. Dude.
Here's my dream. If I'm on my deathbed, I'm making a wish to play laser tag with Keanu Reeves.
Oh, jeez. Get ready to die. You probably like slit your throat accidentally or something.
I'm just like sickly trying to hold my gun up. You got it.
Sure, you're sick.
You got it.
It's your
You know what?
Make-A-Wish.
Mark Hamill. I would love to meet Luke Skywalker in real life. That'd be crazy.
I mean, with
I did in my dreams the other night.
yeah.
with all the like promotions he's done, like doing Luke Skywalker stuff for 40 years and doing Joker for Batman. I mean, he's
See,
got to
for
be
me-
used
yeah,
to seeing fans.
I guess if it was celebrity, it'd be all classic. Like Harrison Ford would be cool, even though he's kind of grumpy or something. He's still cool to meet Han Solo. You know, that's the way I think.
You would want to meet like a modern celebrity, like a Kardashian.
I
or
don't
a-
care.
Or a little rapper
No,
or
I don't
anything.
care. I don't care.
I'd pay $1,000.
I don't care. Most new celebrity, Ryan Reynolds seemed like he would be kind of a dink to hang out with because he'd just be like funnier. He knows he's funnier than you, kind of thing. But it would be legit funny.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know the new celebrity. I don't really care about new celebs. It doesn't really matter.
Jim Carrey I always wanted to meet when I was a kid, and he's
a
gotten
kid.
really weird, so I think he'd be interesting.
You know what though? He was
conversation.
on Norm Macdonald's talk show, Norm Macdonald Live, the podcast, and he was doing all that. Nothing is real. This is not, you know. But when he explained everything, it's like I'm kind of on board with that.
Yeah,
like
well,
all
yeah.
this BS that we care about is nothing. It does in the long scheme of things. We're here for 80
Coming
years.
from somebody who's made millions of dollars, maybe he's got something to be said.
He said he doesn't even. I mean, he dresses different now too, and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
He,
easy
like,
to say you don't
paints-
think.
He paints and
yeah,
stuff too now.
yeah. It's easy to say you don't care about money when you have $8 billion, but you know, that'd be cool. Jim Carrey, I've always liked him. Yeah,
Well, he had some dark shit happen recently.
yeah, he did.
So,
So did Keanu.
yeah.
You know,
Everybody does.
that sucks, man. Jeff Bridges.
He's got to rise out of it like
It'd be
a
cool
phoenix.
to
The
meet
dude.
the dude. Yeah, that'd be cool. And
That
he seems
Well,
like he'd
then
be a
John
nice guy.
Goodman, then.
Yeah.
Now we're just rattling off our favorite celebrities
Yeah.
at the end of the day. That's what this question boils down to. I don't know.
Final answer: Todd McFarlane or Michael Jordan.
And I think final answer $100 maybe for all of us. It seems like.
Well, I just because I can't think of, I'm not in the position to pay more than that. And I can't really picture myself being there where I'd be like, I'll give $5,000 to charity to meet this guy or something. You know what I mean? Like if I was rich, I'd probably do it.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
That's
Any of those guys who
That's
run
a
the circuit-
realistic one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you-
I like those are the
Like
cool dudes to
Comic-Con
meet.
guys.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of
It'd
those
be cool to
horror
meet
con guys,
Robert
too.
Downey, Tony Stark. You know, you can meet him at
Hey, how you
Comic-Con.
doing? He's like chewing gum vigorously and
Yeah.
not looking you in the eyes.
Somebody said something funny about him the other day. They met him and they're like, that is legitimately a guy who is trying to not do cocaine all the time.
I was well, yeah. I was
'Cause he's
thinking
just,
about
like,
that when
trying
Daryl
to-
said chewing gum.
Yeah, well, he's trying to like keep
Distract
himself
himself.
busy all the time, and he's
Yeah.
just like that is like you can legit tell he's
Yeah, that's
trying
tough,
not to
man.
do that
That's tough.
anymore.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
that in
pretty
people. That's rough, man.
Who else? Jessica Biel. Well, not anymore because she kind of messed herself up with plastic surgery now. But in the what was that party? No, what was that old TV show she was on?
Seventh Heaven?
Like a year after that, because I think she wasn't.
Like
there.
Texas Chainsaw.
Oh,
Yes, there you go,
perfect.
right there. Thank you, Daryl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any horror icons, Justin?
Horror icons. They're all dying now,
I
man.
know.
I want to meet the tall man until he died.
No, I'm saying like directors of horror movies.
Lance Hendrickson.
Wouldn't that be interesting for you? Especially being the film guy.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of one.
I can't really think of a horror guy that I would like to meet.
John Carpenter, Guillermo del Toro,
Guillermo del Toro would be pretty cool.
That'd be
Rob
cool.
Zombie.
I'm passing
I
Rob
would,
Zombie.
yeah, Rob Zombie. I feel like something of that would rub off on me though, and I'd be haunted.
Alfred
for the rest of my-
Hitchcock would have been pretty sweet to
Yeah.
talk to.
I heard
That's
he was
cool. Or dude from Twilight
Duh.
Zone.
Uh,
Imagine if you will.
is that Sterling?
Yes,
Rod Sterling.
That'd be cool. Benny Hill.
What the hell would
Yeah.
you want to meet Benny Hill?
That would
Just
be
want
awesome.
to chase him around with a little broom or something.
And all them chicks run around with him all the time.
Yeah.
Archie
He'd bring a
Bunker.
party.
What's his name? The guy that played Archie
yeah.
Bunker.
I want to have a
like
beer
him.
with Corey Feldman.
I don't know if he's drinking anymore.
No, but I'll just drink and we can talk.
Oh, he
That'd be
needs to
cool.
talk. It sounds like he's got some issues.
Well, name some names. Otherwise, don't say nothing. That's all I gotta say about that whole thing.
Well, I don't even want to
Like
talk
it's all
about
they're
that.
all doing it. Well,
I want to talk about what it was like working with Tom Hanks on The Burbs.
Tom Hanks would be sweet.
Burbs, yeah.
I don't think he's a dick.
everybody says he's a good guy.
yeah, he
Yeah.
seems like a cool dude. I'd love to meet Tom Hanks.
Will Ferrell.
John Travolta. Just because of Pulp Fiction.
All right, name as many celebrities as you can in 10 seconds.
Quentin Tarantino.
That's what it sounds
Mila
like. we're doing.
Jovovich. Actually, yeah, Arnold's good, but that's a good one.
That
man.
is a
That's
good
probably
one.
the best.
Linda Hamilton.
He'd be really
Just because
entertaining.
that's part of my childhood when she was hot.
Like Jake, you'd want to meet Quentin.
Quentin, I don't think so.
Why?
Cause too crazy for me, man. He'd give me anxiety just being around him.
You
Talk
never
about somebody
know.
who's trying not to do coke.
Yeah, or trying not to. Right, that guy's on it for sure. I would like to meet a celebrity that was like genuinely there for the purpose of talking to you.
That's why I feel like
Or
any of
like-
those guys who
yeah.
run the con circuit are the best
Yeah.
dudes to meet because
Yeah, because they're actually
they like it.
Like people that are like, oh, there's somebody on the street and they're yelling. It's like, oh, he was a jerk. Well, no shit.
People
like
do- yeah, like
he probably had to
paparazzi.
take a dump or something.
Eminem.
Yeah. Dr. Dre. I would love to meet Dr. Dre. Snoop.
I'd like to meet
Snoop-a-loop.
Snoop. That would be one of those things where it's like, oh my god,
Bring
this
your
is
green
an
hat. Let's
experience.
go.
Yeah. All the
Jeez.
Trailer Park Boys guys. That'd be fun.
Yes, that's a really good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those guys. would be
R.I.P.
fun.
John Dunsworth.
Oh.
Yeah, man, that's sad.
Hey,
Mr.
we
Lady.
were naming dead people too.
That is true.
Come back.
Bruce Lee.
I bring a bunch of cheeseburgers for.
Keanu, that's a good one, man, because that's true. I get emotional talking about that guy because he just seems like such a sweet guy. I've watched interviews with him when he's just like a normal guy. I've seen him on the subway somebody had a camcorder. He wasn't looking, phone or whatever, and he gave up his seat for this pregnant lady. He's like, "Oh, ma'am, here, you can have it," and he just stood there at the pole, riding the subway.
Good, normal people do that.
Well, normal people,
Yeah.
yes.
Define normal.
Not psychotic.
No Brett
Everyone
Favre.
is.
No Brett Favre, Justin. No Aaron
Well,
Rodgers.
talk about as much as I love them both,
Yeah, what
there's
about
probably a lot of
sports?
personality. I'd said Reggie White, the Minister of Defense, man.
Kirby Puckett. For
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
I met Gary Gaetti and Dan Gladden and Roy Smalley. I've met those guys. Jack Morris, I met him when I was little. All
What
these
about
guys were
Jim
on.
Morrison?
Jim Morrison?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to hang out with that guy at all.
Come on, baby, light my
I just want to chill
fire.
with Mick and Keith, man. Just
Rick and Morty.
Mick and yeah, I'm making
I
up
wanna
fake
meet.
people now. I want to meet Roger Rabbit and Jessica Rabbit.
I've always wanted to meet Howard Stern. I know he would be a douche and everything else about it, like he's a butt, but I always wanted to pick the brain of that dude, like in just a regular setting, just because. I just heard him my whole life.
Shia LaBeouf.
No, I don't. I would like to meet him to smack him around a little
Just do it.
Who else? Ben Shapiro, just to pick his brain because he's smart.
That's why.
regardless
That's
of the
why I like
politics. But
Carl Sagan because it'd just be like pick
That's
a brain.
ultimate.
Yeah. You got the
Dr.
Cosmos at
Seuss.
your fin.
again,
Ooh.
because I met him when I was 2.
Really?
My mom, Cat in the Hat, she got the book signed for me.
Like
to
the original
Jacob
printing?
from Dr. Seuss, yeah. And it'd be cool to go back and Dolly, just watch him paint or something, just do
Yeah.
things like that.
Salvador Dali was awesome. Yeah.
That's the
a
way
good one.
any politicians?
The Big Bang. I'd pay to see
Abraham
that.
Lincoln, man.
Lincoln, yeah.
Hell
if we're
yeah.
going to go back that far, sure. I want to see this Ben Franklin key bullshit I'm hearing about with the Lightning. I want to see that happen.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it. I want to
Franklin.
see that right now. Let's see what happened with
You're
that.
gonna alter history, and the state bird is gonna be a turkey.
That's fine.
Be like,
Turkeys
you
are
guys
delicious.
should do
Can't
this.
eat turkey. You have bald eagle every Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, they'd probably be more bald eagles then. If they were legal
Probably.
to eat. Yeah, bald eagle.
eagles.
If they were
Bald
legal
eagle
to,
farms.
Yeah, if they were legal to eat, they would.
Bald,
What? Okay,
baldeaglefarm.com.
here's my question. If they're endangered and everything
God.
else, why don't we have that? Why aren't we breeding them in?
I think they are.
Are they?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
think the wolves kill them all.
All I know is up in
Wolves just leap up in the air and grab them.
when you're out in Canada or up in Wisconsin fishing like we do, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
They're not like
Well, there's one over right by the Coon Rapids Dam in Brooklyn Park. They're
Yeah.
just right in Minneapolis. There's one out in Maple Grove, two suburbs of Minneapolis. So
yeah, he sits up on the street lights.
Yeah,
over
I've
there,
seen
you
him
know.
flying.
Hey, did you know the first French fries weren't actually cooked in France?
No,
No.
they're Italian, right?
They were
Thinking
cooked in
American.
Greece. Get it?
Oh my gosh.
But they're not French, by the way.
Yes, they are.
No,
Is
they're
that your
not.
closing line?
I don't know, kind of.
What's your favorite pasta?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti?
Turkey sandwich.
It's not pasta.
Same thing.
No. I
don't
like me
spaghetti.
a good old angel hair
Angel hair
With like Alfredo.
Angel hair's pretty good too, yeah.
and chicken.
with Alfredo and Italian sausage sliced up thin.
Oh yeah.
You know
Bolognese
you're
sauce.
thinking about those Olive Garden breadsticks.
Dude, me and Stevie just went to
Or
Olive Garden
garlic
the other
bread.
day. That's what brought it up.
Any bread with
Unlimited
garlic in it.
salad, dude. That's what I ate.
She's like, "Do you want salad?" I was like, "Yes." Can you just bring 2 bowls?
What's your soup?
No,
My soup?
At Olive Garden.
I don't
never.
like any other soups.
I don't
here.
get soup.
What?
No. I don't
You
like
guys
them
are
there.
fools.
You're a
My
fool.
favorite soup is clam chowder, and
Oh,
that-
okay.
the only time you can find that is on Fridays
An
at
Olive
places.
Garden soup is gross, but he eats clam
I
chowder.
love clam chowder. It's always been my
You
favorite
like
soup.
sushi
Chowder.
though?
No,
It's the same thing.
no, it's not.
What do you like?
Bullshit.
What
if
is
you
It's
can
not
eat
cooked.
clams,
It's not cooked.
some of it is.
What?
Okay, then I'll eat that.
Yeah.
That's not sushi. You're talking raw sushi is what I think when I think
Ugh.
of sushi. There's no way.
I was
raw
watching
fish.
this thing about people eating raw oysters and like how they could find like these little tiny clams in there and they're like this delicious delic and they're like still alive and they're like
And they put lemon juice on them and they
Yeah,
curl up and
I'm
then
like,
they just
ugh.
eat them.
The
I've had
people-
raw oysters
or the
before.
people who grab like a whole like squid tentacle or a
Yeah,
whole
no.
live
And it like grabs their
yeah
hand.
and it's like
no.
reaching around as they bite into
No,
it.
no. We're not doing that.
Wow, we've really gotten off topic here.
It doesn't matter.
What's your favorite?
My favorite celebrity would be a squid that I bite into.
Be like, I'd like to meet you. How does this feel? Is this hurt?
What's
Oh,
your
wait.
favorite soda?
Surge.
Soda? Who the hell?
Pop, whatever.
Surge.
I like orange, man. Orange has stood the test of time for me.
Throwback.
Grape.
Okay, soda.
Oh, you took it out of my mouth.
Okay, what is that?
Good. It shouldn't be in there anyway.
I love OK Soda.
I loved it.
If there's like an eBay
RC
out there
Cola?
for OK Soda, there's got to be. It's probably
No,
not
it'd
still
be
good,
bad
though.
by now.
It's 20 years old.
It'd be bad. It'd be sitting in
I
there.
remember how to. We figured out. Me and my buddy Mark figured out how to make when I worked at
You
McDonald's.
mix everything.
Yeah, it's basically everything.
Yep.
It's really heavy on Dr. Sprite and orange. I remember.
That was good stuff. I remember getting that all the time. And they had that, remember the 1-800 number you could call and
Oh,
tell
that's
them
right.
how OK Soda made your day okay or
Yep.
what they did. I used to leave those messages trying to see if it would
I
be on a
like the
commercial.
cans. They have really cool art style
Yeah,
on
very
them.
cool. They were talking about bringing it back for a while, but then they brought back Surge instead,
That's worse.
which is crap. Surge is awful.
Surge was okay back in the day, but now
Ugh.
it doesn't taste like it anymore. It doesn't.
Nothing tastes like
You
it
guys
should.
hate. My favorite's Tahitian treat.
That's not.
That's-
Is that
that's-
pop? Yeah, I guess.
It's basically pop
Wait,
juice.
that's the one with the fizz, right? Or no?
It's red. It's just red.
Yeah, and Hawaiian Punch is the flat one,
Basically,
right? I like
yeah.
Tahitian Treat. You're right.
Yeah,
That's a
Tahitian
good
treat's
one.
better than Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I like all the grapefruits like Squirt and Sundrop and oh really?
Dude,
Fresca?
Squirt lemonade?
Squirt gives me squirts.
Who doesn't like Fresca? Dude, Fresca. Oh come on.
That's okay.
Yeah, with vodka.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Fresca, not a fan. Too dry.
Root beers? Anybody root beer guys?
I like root beer. I like root beer and colas.
Bark
We should go to
over
Blue
mug.
Sun and go to the soda shop soon.
A&W. Fresh at like the restaurant. part.
Okay, at the restaurant I'll give you that, but I'm saying
beer
like in a
barrel.
can, bark over.
Bargs.
Yeah,
I agree.
over anything.
Or Dad's.
No.
They think they still
Dad's
make.
tastes like chapstick.
Does it now?
Yeah, it
Oh
does.
well, some root beers do.
it
It's
has a
all that-
waxy taste to it. Bargs is good though. I like Bargs.
Barks is yeah.
You know who has really good root beer is Culver's. Their root beer.
Oh,
there
yeah,
is
they do their
bomb.
own root beer.
They make their own. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. The Killebrew stuff's pretty good.
It's gotten a little sugary. I got a case of that at
probably is.
Costco, and it was,
Change it for mass production.
yeah. I like the kind of bitter ones,
Mm-hmm.
ones that aren't as sweet,
Yeah.
corn syrupy.
You like ginger beers?
If it's mixed
Mixed,
with
yeah.
drink, yeah, like Moscow Mule or something.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't. Or yeah.
Yep.
I'm getting on big gingers, just a glass of ginger ale and Irish whiskey.
Speaking
Spankin'.
Speaking of Moscow Mules, was it the theater or the bar by Andover that had copper cups when we were sitting there?
Yes.
Dude,
Were they
I've never
copper
had one.
inside?
that's a good question. They were hanging on the wall in special places, so
You
I'm
have to
assuming
make sure
so.
they're copper inside.
I don't think they would have them hung up like that if they weren't. It looked like they
That's
were
the thing. You
specific.
can find them everywhere, but they're copper lined on the outside. You need the copper in the inside.
Yeah. We were
'Cause
at Three Squares one day, and they were coming around with samples of their new drinks they were trying. It was like in the afternoon, and they were like little plastic test tubes. She's like, "This one's a Moscow Mule." I'm like, "No,
Out of
I'm
a
not.
plastic
I'm not
shot
drinking
glass?
that." Yeah, no. They were
No,
all-
my uncle's been tending bar up in Hurley, Wisconsin, which is like basically. I remember Rolling Stone did a big old article actually in their magazine about like the bars of this town, and it's basically what you do is just go to the bar in this town because it's up by the UP.
What
so
else do you do in Wisconsin?
Yeah. Or snowmobile.
Yeah.
So he's been tending bar up there for 20 years, and he says it's something to do with the copper and the vodka.
Yeah, it's a chemical reaction.
It's a chemical reaction.
Yep.
So yeah, you can't get those ones where it's like silver lined inside.
Or
'cause it's-
plastic. I've had
yeah,
those too.
Or
They're
just
copper on the
tin.
outside and they're plastic on the end. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy how that works. Good old Russians, man.
You know, they're vodka.
That's right, they do. I was watching a documentary the other day, and they were like talking to a detective, like a legit. This was real, like something from the police, and he's sitting there, and he's like, he liked the guy that was interviewing him. They'd interviewed more than once. He's like, "I have something for you." He's like, "I got vodka," and he pulls it right out of his fucking desk. Like, like they legit do that.
I want to have a job where I can have a bottle of liquor in my desk. I
Living-
want to have a job where I have a big desk
Live in yeah,
that
live
can
in
fit the
Europe.
bottle.
Live in Europe. That's basically where it is.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You guys hear about that Apple catastrophe that they're slowing down iPhones or something like that?
Yeah,
No, they do that. I heard why they
they're
do that. though.
throttling.
It's because
You
the
can't expect
battery
an
on your
iPhone-
phone is older. This is what they say anyway. The battery on your phone, like your 6, is how many generations old, so
Yeah.
they can't charge and keep and run the same programs that much. So they have
Especially
to
if
throttle
you're
back
doing
programs to keep the
system
battery
updates,
charged all day.
and you can't expect a 8 to do what a 10 can do. You know, mine's been doing that. I have a really old phone. I got it 3 years ago. iPhone. It's 6 Plus, 6S. I don't remember what the hell it was. But yeah, the moment I saw that article, I was like, crap, I don't know the last update shit. And it's been doing that. But I think the cold, because like I'll walk outside of work when it's -3, and all of a sudden my phone's just like gone.
Oh, yeah.
Battery's gone.
Yep.
But I heard if you go to Apple Store, they'll give you, I think you basically just pay like $20 for a battery and installation. So it's like basically like 80% off, and they'll give you a new battery because of it.
What's a good new phone? Because Sprint said I can get a new one, but they were trying to push a Motorola on me. I'm like, I don't want that.
No.
I've heard a lot about HTCs,
The new LG's supposed to be
LGs
pretty
too.
good.
I don't know much about them because I haven't done Android for 5 years. So.
The new Pixel is supposed to be really good. That Google Pixel phone. is
Google
supposed to be
phones,
really
yeah.
good.
So
I don't know. Mine is just the screen is starting to ghost on it.
you got to get one every 2 years.
I
basically.
can't. The Sprint stopped doing the trade-in or like the
Yeah, no, you just
the
basically
upgrade
just buy
thing.
them now.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not paying you $900 for
I
a
just
phone.
paid this one off like
That's
6 months
crazy,
ago.
man. I'm not doing that. I'd rather go without.
Just send owls or ravens.
That's right. I could be like
Carrier
Jon
pigeons.
Snow, send the ravens.
Just be sad all the time and come back from the dead after
Yeah.
stabbing.
Mike Tyson. Oh man, I want to meet Mike Tyson. And his pigeons.
When he had the tiger or after the tiger?
No, I'm like right now, like the humor he has.
What
like,
about O.J. Simpson?
No. Maybe
I
back
would
in, like,
meet
the
him just to call
70s.
him a piece of shit murderer to his face. He couldn't catch me anymore. Guy's all crippled up.
Probably you still could.
Nah.
Dude, you're talking about the juice and you.
Hey,
Yeah,
you guys getting full?
I feel a
Yeah.
little lethargic. My
I'm
coffee's
going to cap this off with an ending joke.
Oh god, because
God.
you've been on point today with the jokes.
If you see a robbery at an Apple store, does that make you an eyewitness?
Oh, I
Thanks for-
get it. I was
Thanks for
thinking
joining
Apple,
us at
Apple.
Cyber
Yeah.
Lunch. You can reach us at cyberlunch1@outlook.net.
That's bad.
No. It's cyberlunch1@outlook.com, and also you can hit up our Facebook page.
Nice, Justin.
I know, I'm just like...
Just random words.
I have the .net. You guys are. It's a secret email.
Check us out on YouTube.
Yep, like, subscribe, all that.
Yeah. all that
Happy
nice
Just
stuff.
Google
stuff.
Cyber Lunch and go to a search bar and type in Cyber Lunch. You'll find us.
Yes, you will.
It seems pretty easy these days.
Yeah, we pop right up now.
I can ask a cylinder piece of
Yes.
circuits upstairs to
Yes.
find something for me.
It's
just
pretty
like,
cool.
Oh, here it is.
It is pretty cool. Like when we first started this, I would look it up on YouTube, and it took a while to find it. Like, you know what I mean? And now I look it up, and it's like, damn, there's like 11 episodes pop right up. It's kind of cool. Even though everybody's on YouTube, it's still kind of cool.
It's the future, man.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're looking forward to see you again next week for another lunchroom discussion. I'm Daryl.
I'm Justin.
I'm Jake.
We are Cyber Lunch, and we're out.
Eric, send in your ideas for James Bond.
So, Eric, send your ideas for James Bond.
Why are you talking
Your
so
favorites.
fast?
Well, because I thought the music.
I'm drinking too
was
much
playing
coffee. Hello, I drink a lot of coffee. Coffee is my favorite.
Coffee in a carrot.
Coffee.
Skull Vikings.